Cool, we're on. Hello, I think. Hopefully. Yes, everything seems to be going. Right.
What? Sirenscape. You're supposed to link.
I'll repost a link for you, Jesus.
Thanks. I need mood music. Role playing today. Oh.
Share audio. We'll be right with you with these professionals.
I am a professional. I'm sitting here being lovely.
You said you were going to share the link and then you didn't.
That is true, you did. So
that's such judgment.
Well, I think you'll find I've shared the link, so I did.
I think you'll find.
That's how that works. You know what I mean?
You have.
There was no time allotted to my sentence. Hello, my lovelies. All right, Biggie. Right. Welcome to the channel. Apparently run by Germans. This is session 27 of When Glory Is Not Enough. We're going to be playing some D&D. We're going to, I don't know, see how this resurrection shit works. What should we do first? Sponsors. We got loads of sponsors. We'll do sponsors first because they're cool. Surenscape are brilliant. They're amazing. They do lots and lots and lots of sound sets and ambience that you can play whether around your table and you're playing them out of a digital device like a laptop or a tablet or a phone, or if you want to drag your PC around. Super cool. They're amazing. Go check them out. If you are playing online, you can share your audio. You just click a link. Make sure you click the link every single session, otherwise your players will just ignore that and click the original one from about 2 years ago. So, you can share that, it's all good, amazing. Go check out Surenscape, there's a link in the chat, use them, they're brilliant. Coyote Grey, go to Roll20 Marketplace. Search Coyote Grey and buy all the chibi packs, all the chibi tokens in their packs. There's hundreds of them, thousands of them. Pretty sure there's over 1,000 to be fair. They're amazing, I love them, I use them in all my games. Please go check them out, and I don't think you can leave a message, but if you can, tell them I sent you. They're amazing. Go check out Coyote Grey. Lucky battle mats. Exactly what it says on the tin. Battle mats. They do A3, A4, A5, A1, A6, A negatives 2. Go check them out. You flip them out on your table, and you've got lava, mountains, taverns, castles, caverns, forests, ritual circles, throne rooms, all that good stuff. They're really cool. Just brilliant at what they do, and they've got loads and loads of more stuff coming out every 5 seconds. It's brilliant. They've got loads and loads of kit. And if you want to go buy, if you want to play digitally like we do, all of their stuff's on Drive-Thru RPG. So every map you see physically, you can get it digitally as well. So thank you to those. They are amazing. Social media, we're everywhere. There's buttons under the stream. There's links in the chat. There's a link trees thing going on. We've got Twitters and Discords and Instagrams and Facebooks. Go check them out, and you can follow what we're doing, getting up to, what we've got planned, the new campaigns, the new one-shots, whatever's happening. We should be posting about what's going on. So yes, please check us out on our social medias. If you want to throw 200 bits at these crazy ass adventurers, monkey face. Okay, there you go. Do you feel sorry for the adventurers? Question mark. Monkey face. Donate 200 bits /cheers to give the party a reroll. They can't be used on the DM or death saving throws, shame. And they don't roll over to the following week. Alright? So
Biggie's
go
banned.
nuts. Is Biggie's what? Biggie's banned.
Biggie's banned.
Why?
Biggie's donated 2 rerolls to AD.
Has he?
Yeah.
He's donated
from
2
yeah. What, already tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, what a legend, Biggie. Just so you know, just as an example of what Biggie's done, if you want to give me a reroll, and I will use them in complete random moments, I will fudge over their natural 20s, just so you know. Thank you very much, Sir Biggie. 5,000 bits, you could build Rich's next character. It'll still die, don't waste your bits. So yes, that's bits.
Okay.
Another softer announcement. Another softer announcement. We are starting a new campaign that will be monthly. It is a... Whoa, whatever that is, mute it. We are doing a sponsored-ish monthly stream for Dungeon in a Box. Go check them out. Just type that into Google, Dungeon in a Box. They do a subscription and skinny minis and all this good stuff where they send you one-shots, side quests, 3D miniatures on a couple, a whole plethora of skinny minis All sorts of cool stuff going on. I've started subscribing. I'm very, very, very happy with the stuff I've received so far. And we're going to be running there. They have a campaign that comes out and they release the next part of it each month. So we're going to stream that campaign once a month. The party has been decided, give or take 1 or 2. Just need confirmation on that, and then we will announce all that good stuff. It will be dungeon mastered by none other than Ricardo of Dice of the Beholder, and I will be playing a stupid ass little bastard character to fuck Rich's day up. That was a lot of swearing in a sentence and a half. I do apologise, but it's that. All right, Ginge, don't make me slap you. We're starting at level 1. I mean, that'd be a trick. Starting at level 1 and going on from there. So look out for that. Dungeon in a Box campaign coming your way. Charity stream. 24th to the 28th of July. 2023 years after the big man died for his sins. Charity stream. Yeah? It's going to be amazing. Every year we do a charity stream. We take a day of our lives, usually 2 or 3 by the time I've slept after it, and we throw it into being nerds. Every Monday to Sunday. And we've raised £8,000 so far. £8,000 so far in the last couple of years. Just playing D&D, playing computer games, hanging out together, reaching out to our community. It's just been amazing. This year it's going to be a week long, 24th to the 28th. It will be a continuation of this campaign. Probably not these players, because I can't see any of them surviving that far. But same players, different characters, I'm assuming, or at least on the 7th character for Rich.
No, I quit.
I was going to say, if we die, do we have to leave? Is that the...
Yeah, like.
Well, you could quit, Amelia. I'm still coming to your house in July. So
what a weird threat.
yeah. When you wake up, I'll be there.
If you're on dice, I'm just not going to let any of you in.
Yeah. I mean,
we're streaming outside your window.
Sure, you understand how me and Dawes work, mate. Like, just... So yeah, so we're looking forward to it, and the 3 charities that we're raising for this year are brilliant charities. The first one is Shelter, that helps those in homeless situations of a... Are you all right? Yes. All right, I've got children attacking me while I'm trying to do it. See, this child could be homeless. We could help him. Okay? All right. So Shelter is the first charity. The second charity is Papyrus. They prevent suicide in youngsters. You're ruining the moment, Judge. Night, night, mate. Love you. You can make a brew after the intro, yes. Look at that. It's all going off tonight. Pick the right moment to interrupt. I'm trying to be all like weepy and stuff. So Papyrus is a brilliant charity. Prevention of suicide in youngsters. And then the third charity is MS UK, and supporting those with MS, well, as it says on their journey. All 3 of them are very close to us. All 3 of them we want to raise a few quid for if we can. We've already had donations coming in, which is super cool. And we'll be pushing for it pretty much every stream we do, just to remind folk. There are a lot of giveaways that we've got. Candles, cash prizes, minis, what was the other thing? Maps, loads of stuff. We'll put a list together and we'll get it out there so people can see what they're throwing in for, and we'll raffle it all off to raise more and more money for the for those 3 charities. It's going to be amazing. Is that everything? Have I got everything? We good?
That'll do.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
That'll do.
Right. Quick ass recap of last week. Half the party, yeah, are in it for the long run. And we'll start with that half. They went to a blacksmith's. Oh no, they didn't. They waved at a blacksmith and went to a tea house, and they bought some tea leaves. They had a brew, had a quick word with their gladiator friend. All was well, making plans to make a couple of gold coins, you know, see what the party needed. Maybe identify a magic axe or 2. Who knows? But there was no time for that.
We did go blacksmith. I ordered a sword.
That's true. You did order a sword. But there was no time to identify the magical items in the party's possession. And that's because of the other half of the party. 1/6 of the party saw a flash of their backstory walk in front of them. And the only outcome of that flash was to throw their character in the bin and walk away into the sunset. A fight ensued with who knew, but a very powerful entity known as Katova, who bore the angel wings. Yes, It'll add to the effect. For both the angel wings of a stolen, the stolen angel wings of a Viconian something, had a magical blue gemstone. All was going well. There was a lovely conversation had between Bjorn and Katova. Obviously, there was a difference in, accents. She said hello, Bjorn said Eldritch Blast. I mean, it was a wonderful, language barrier crossed with violence and magic. By the end of it, we were 1/6 of the party down.
Can Violence and Magic be the title of, the last episode
It's the
when it
title
gets
of the
put up?
campaign. I've been enough when glory's not enough. As per the title of the campaign, glory is not enough. So
Never.
we left it in the temple yard. A pair of angel wings on the floor, very large angel wings, appear to be right now a solid piece of expensive metal. Bjorn's corpse on the temple grounds floor, getting colder by the minute, looking a lot slimmer than he used to. And maybe 30 seconds passed of your life. The commotion caused is being looked at by a few people who can see over the 3.5 foot wall. Well, 3 foot wall, because Velk's 3.5 foot and can look over it. Not yet, love, thank you.
Who's Velk? We have a monkey now.
Yeah, you did see Velk. Velk stood next to the monkey just to throw the plot off. You know what I mean? And Sketch is on a horse behind him. You are in the temple grounds. Angel wings, corpse of Bjorn. No sign of Katova. And people are now starting to come to the wall and have a look over and a point in and such. When you first entered the town of Dwalo, you did not see anything that would represent a guard or a militia of sorts, but you are getting a bit of a crowd. 3-1, over to you, players. Except you, Rich. You're dead to me. And to everyone else. Whee!
I would like to search. No.
Strip him of everything he's got.
I'm not sure the clerics here would be the best port of call for helping with Bjorn's situation.
Why?
Because they were talking to Winged Lady. Or they came out looking concerned and she waved them back inside. She looked sort of friendly with them.
I mean... Oh, I wasn't there. Okay.
Oh, you're welcome to try. I mean, he can't get more dead.
That's true.
Challenge accepted.
How long can... I mean, I've never been in this situation before. Can we save him? Is he not... Can I, look for a pulse? Is he...
You can look for it. It's about 3 foot from him. Just
okay.
like a dried up grape. Some people call it a raisin.
A raisin.
Yeah. Could be a currant. There's no difference.
It could be a sultana.
Could be a sultana.
Why are you naming all the most evil things in the world?
You've lived a simple life, Etheria.
Etheria's true enemy.
Yeah, I'm not against fiends. I'm against dried fruit.
Dried fruit.
You haven't been to hell yet.
If there's dried fruit,
Full of currants.
Horned currants. Anyway, your dead friend.
I believe the fairy was still on the floor because they were near collapse themselves. Just shout. You can try the priest. Maybe they're just friendly because they're priests. They can only say no.
I don't speak priest phase. This is
Oh, yeah.
very much your...
I'm friendly. This is going to go great. And I'll go and knock on the door of the thing. Hello?
You knock on the door of the temple.
While FaZe walks up, I'm gonna turn to Etheria, like just after they've spoken, if that's cool. And I'll be like, I hate to be a pain, but This is a bit above my. I don't know. This isn't really for me. I'm just a dancing monkey. I feel like it's my time to go. You're going way too far for me, you know.
I understand, Valush. You
So-
gotta go where the wind takes you.
I mean, you seem like a good person. I don't know if this will help at all. I'll pass him, Furia, 7 platinum and 50 gold pieces in like a little pouch.
Wow.
Funeral money.
Best of luck.
I always see you again.
Whenever you need a dancing monkey. And I'll start scampering off.
And you see Valush into the crowd.
See,
There's-
Vamoosh.
Vamoosh. There's quite a lot of folk now. I mean, it's a lot of attention. As you knock on the temple doors, they crack slightly. They're pretty decent, made of wood. There's no overtly designs on them or anything. Just cracks, and you see the same middle-aged Atorian man just kind of peeking out. Can I help you? And he's kind of looking past you.
Hello. Do you have anyone who could help our recently deceased friend?
Opens the door a little bit further. Define
Is it-
help.
Make him less deceased? We can pay, if that helps.
Is Katova still about?
No, she's gone.
He opens the door wide. Go on, bring him in.
Thank you. And I'll go and attempt to pick up Bjorn and then just look at Althea pleadingly.
Nice scoop Bjorn up like a princess, the husk of Bjorn in a princess
I
carriage.
really wanted you to like grab his boat and drag him.
Yeah, by the ear.
Just each step. You bring Bjorn in. Bring him over here. Leading you into the temple. It is just pillar after pillar after pillar in here. Seems to be too many, like an unnecessary amount of pillars. Like none of them, beyond the main ones that would be structural. The rest are just seem to be decorative for no reason. At the far side where you would hold a morning prayer, there is a altar. It is decorated with peacock feathers, ram horns, doves, like tiger colouring stripes across the corners. To you, Althea, it is covered in the 12, something symbolic of the 12 celestials of Atoria.
As we're like walking, I want to look at the peacock like symbology, particularly like if there's anything specific.
Give me a perception check. Or religion, your choice.
Perception, because that doesn't have a minus on it. 10.
It's not always the way to think. It looks like many other altars you've seen. It reminds you of the designs in the arenas, to be fair, where they, instead of having 12 separate rooms for gladiators to pay homage to their patrons, they just have one that's been nicely decorated. There's a bit of a queue when you all go, sort of thing. But it is big, probably hold 2 people on it. Like you could, if you put a flat board on it, you'd probably get away with a decent dinner table. That's what we're about to do, to be honest, eat him.
Yeah.
But the priest gestures for you to lay him upon the altar. There's a few like offerings that are very minor that are just around the bottom. There's no one else in here. It just seems that this priest tends to the temple, or at least right now alone. There are back rooms, but there are drapes that hang down into the corridors that go past. Let me have a look at him. You put him down. He puts both palms over Bjorn. and there is a mixture of purples, greens, and yellows kind of in the light that appears in his palms, and it's almost like he's doing a heat lamp over Bjorn, backwards and forwards. His eyes close. Maybe 2 or 3 minutes pass, and he just backs off. The magic fades from his arms. There's no change in Bjorn's physicality. I personally can't do resurrection magics, but I'm not even sure your friend here can be resurrected. He's not yet passed anywhere to be resurrected from. His soul is in a fractured state. Katova's magic works different to others, and he's looking around as if she's there.
I swear she's not here, really.
Yeah, she just has a habit of arriving.
By the way, I'd like to think I brought the wings in with us, or one of us brought the wings in with us, rather than leaving them just out in the courtyard unattended and ignored.
They are very large and very heavy.
I was going to say, Ferry's outside trying them on.
Are you just rolling around in them?
Ferry's outside, sat on the steps, watching the crowd.
The crowd.
Well,
it's very. I mean, it's very typical of. There's been a massive fight. There's a dead guy, and everyone's like, "Ooh, he."
Ooh, he's a bit dead.
Yeah.
So, what? Do I know anything about the possibility of the soul fracturing and being put back together? Is that something I've
Hey,
ever
give me a
encountered
religion
or would
check if you
remember?
want. Being a cleric.
Hey, I'll give it a go.
Fucking hard work around here, I tell you.
Yeah, well, you say that. Healing's not so much her thing, you know?
No, you are a war cleric.
Yeah, this is not entirely her jam.
So you're fully aware of fractured souls. It's usually when you fly and headbutted them.
Yeah. 18.
18. So soul fracturing is something that's not been looked into as much as like just normal resurrection or straight up killing. But it does seem to be, there is scriptures of it where certain entities of divine power and otherwise have their own little pocket planes that kind of act as a stopgap between you dying and going on to where your soul would be going or not going, as it were. And they are different for each body of divine power. So, and that's usually where a fractured soul would reside, is in these little pocket planes of certain celestial entities. So it is highly possible that Bjorn is stuck somewhere like this.
So,
There is only one way into him, though, and it's the same way Bjorn went. What did you get, an 18?
yeah.
It is rumoured, not yet proven, that these fractured souls can resurrect themselves by becoming unfractured within this pocket plane. So if they find their broken parts within this realm, and it is a place where other fractured souls are fighting to, you know, be the next one that gets resurrected. So it is just as dangerous there as it is here. The magics are different there, but
And that's really the only way, to my knowledge, is that Bjorn could resurrect himself. There's nothing we can do to help him.
I mean, if you were next to him in the same pocket plane.
Yeah, but getting to the same pocket plane would involve one of us dying. Or close
And
to.
then putting ourselves back together again as well.
Yeah, then you're just looking for two fractured souls, really.
It is
All
very
right, so-
basic math. If you die and get sent there, you got to find your broken bit, and it brings you back. One of you
So-
goes, one soul. 6 of you go, 6 souls.
Bjorn's a bit not dead. A bit dead. A bit not dead. We could go after him, theoretically, if we could end up in the same pocket plane. What are the chances of us ending up in the same pocket plane if one of us did go after Bjorn?
If you know who his divine entity
Costa.
is, Costa, the
Costa.
Vendari of Viconia. Stop nodding, you Norbert. You're dead. Then I can arrange direct. What's the word? Travel to said plane. But it does
Well-
involve being on the same ship your friend is.
Well,
He looks incredibly uncomfortable with this.
I don't want to leave him on his own. And he's agreed to help me with my task, so I'm in, I guess. Nobody else has to come, just so you know. You don't have to, if you're not comfortable with being mostly not dead, a bit dead.
Wherever you go, I go.
Okay.
I went
And
to the.
Bjorn was my friend. And he needs to come back.
I thought he was an acquaintance. Anyway.
They're only friends when they die.
I went to the celestial plane. Came back all right. So let's hope that the same thing happens again. I guess.
You weren't playing Hunt the Soul Pieces at the time, though.
No, I did get this actually. Does this mean anything to you? And I'm going to show him my butterfly necklace.
From what? From the celestial plane?
Yeah.
It's a mighty gift. There's nothing I know off the top of my head to do with butterfly jewellery from the plane.
Okay. I'm still going. Like.
Oh, lovely. Three of you.
Hang on 1 second, and I'm gonna go and stick my head out of the temple and go, Etheria,
Yeah.
Time to die.
we're gonna die a bit to try and get Bjorn back. You don't have to come if you want to stay and guard the wings or stay with Velush, wherever Velush has gone.
Velush has gone.
Velush is dead?
Yeah. No. No.
What happened?
No. Velush decided to leave to do dancing monkey stuff.
Coward.
Where are we going?
Sort of mini death plane.
Is it worse than the dark Fey realm we place?
I don't know, I didn't go there.
It was dark.
Right? I mean, I can't imagine it's... Well, I mean, it's Colossus realm and Bjorn's one of his people, so he might help a bit. But I don't know is the answer. I have no idea what we're walking into. Might just all die.
Is there a time limit? Do we have time to wait for Velk?
Volk's not even here. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Probably. Maybe. How long have we got before we have to go after Bjorn, or it's too late?
It varies on the celestial body. Some are poetic in there, the first light of a new dawn and such, but
We might not have
We
that
got a
long.
chance for a rest, a short one.
We could take a short rest. I should imagine we've got time for that.
I want to bring him back, but I am hurt.
Well, once you're dead, things can't hurt you more. Oh wait, that's probably not true. I mean, I'm technically dead, or I was dead. Anyway, well, we can take a short rest at least and give some time to recover.
How long will it take you to prepare for our journey?
if you're really in for this, give me an hour to gather the appropriate drinks you'll need to take.
Not like roulette. We don't have to like.
No. These will definitely
Okay.
do what they intend. There'll be no chance involved.
I said I'd protect him.
Bjorn has been very kind to me and has offered his assistance with all of my goals. and he didn't have to. And I'd like to bring him back if we can. He's a nice, if slightly rash and impulsive, idiotic person.
Ouch, Biggie. Sorry.
I'm just gonna sit like with my back leaning against the altar that Bjorn's lying on and just kind of rest whilst.
So are you taking a short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sit in corner with a sword up against my shoulder and meditate for a bit.
Priest gets to the door. Should we do anything about the crowd?
Oh, I forgot about them for a second.
I can try and get rid of them. I'm very charismatic.
Do you want me to go talk to them?
Probably better.
The timing of that phase. I'll go talk to him. I'm very charismatic. Reroll. It's like Biggie knows.
It's not incorrect.
Oh, yes, man.
Oh, man.
Yes. Am I on 3 now?
Why?
Am I on 3?
Yeah, you're on 3 and we're on 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand back up and put my sword back through my slash and walk outside and just walk up to anybody that looks a little more authoritative, if there's anyone.
Give me a perception check.
Six.
There's some old codger, like legs over the wall, like on this side. Everyone else is stood on the outside, and he's just barking orders at everyone, screaming things like, "Back in my day, we didn't have a rabble watching. We didn't leave us trash in the temple grounds.
He'll do.
We walked it off when we died."
Yep, that dude will do. Hi, sir, mister.
What?
The priest seems a bit nervous of the crowd out here. There's nothing to see anymore.
What you do with the body?
It's not quite a body yet. He's injured, but...
Well, you ain't a medic, are you?
No, I generally poke pointy stuff into people.
I mean, what you do in your own time's up to you, Dragonborn. Well, move! Nobody moves. I tried.
I'm sorry, everyone, if you could kind of make you aware the priest is getting nervous.
Oh, was the dead guy? Yeah, tell us his name.
Can I hear this going on?
Are you outside or inside?
I'm inside, but is the
Then no.
door... No? Okay.
Ajar.
When is dawn?
No, it's a door.
It's not a giraffe. It's a jar. Did you kill him?
No.
Those are the wings. Just random calls. Not really. They're all directed at you, but you don't see where the face of the person shouting it.
I'm sure we'll be able to clear that up later. If you want to make your way to the nearest tavern, we'll be there to give statements later.
It's like Etheria's got some professional experience. Oh, it's rattling off the CV. Give me a persuasion check.
9.
Cool. I mean, you say your piece, but the crowd are kind of like, "Oh, look, a pink dragonborn."
Yeah.
There's still a lot of nosy neddies going on.
I'll give you 2 gold to go away.
What, all of them?
No, just 2 gold. We can fight over it.
How does that help?
The old codger. I'll go.
Will you take all them with you?
Yes.
I'll give you 8 gold.
Well, I'm only taking me for 8 gold.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna go back inside. I'm sorry, sir. They're not going anywhere. They're very nosy.
Well, yeah, you. Anyway, I'll just have to go buy some things that I don't have.
Do you need money?
I do, but I don't know how much. So I can use the temple funds for now, but I will have to ask for that coin back.
Would you like one of us to come with you, at least because of the crowd? I can look intimidating, at least. Not friendly particularly, but
The crowd shouldn't bother me. I mean, if anything, I'll just tell them the truth. I stayed in the temple while the fight happened in the grounds. They care more
Right.
about, and then nods towards Bjorn. I will need an item of power to get you there, though, and I can't guarantee that the power will remain in the item.
I don't really have anything to offer for that.
Well, I'll be back soon. You rest up. If you go through that room there is a very small kitchen area. You can prepare food and drink if you have it. Sorry for your loss. I'll be back soon. And he kind of just nervously heads out the temple, and you hear everyone go, "Ah!" Yeah, start getting his attention. He shuts the door, and you are all inside the temple.
I haven't even asked his name.
No.
That's very rude.
Bjorn has a coin on him.
Bjorn also has a rod on him.
You mean the rod that's not got any magic in it anymore?
Oh. I really don't want to give up my sword, but if I have to, I will. It is a magical item, and it did belong to, someone that we hunted, essentially.
We might have needed your sword on the other side, as it were.
Can we take things with us? I don't know.
I don't know what else we have that would be an item of power.
Raya gave me a ring.
Where is Raya?
I don't know.
She said that she had to chip off but kick her in the break. She's leaving her video on.
Oh, okay.
Raya gave me a ring. I don't remember what it was, and I don't have it in my inventory. So that doesn't help anyone.
Eddie?
Is it the one that's like the +1 protection ring?
Yeah, probably.
There was like a ring that was literally was +1 AC.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I remember.
I can't get my notes on my phone without it messing up. But there was a
what a time to be dead.
Yeah. There was a +1 AC ring that I think you got last.
I remember Raya saying that she wanted to protect you, and she gave it to you.
Yeah. So if that would be sufficient, we could use that.
Well, we all have coins, but they are part of a set as well. I believe they're quite useful together if we ever reunite them.
I also don't know if they would even work, but if the ring would work, that will be. I'll happily give that up. But we'll find out when he comes back. I really need to ask his name.
We'll show him what we have, and it might be that it needs a lot of power, not a lot of power. Like he can decide, I'm sure.
Guess we'll find out.
So during your short rest,
While this is all going on, the orb that needed clearing and resetting to like a different location. Could I reset it to the tea house, please?
you can indeed.
Thank you.
So yeah, if we're taking a short rest, I'm going to roll some hit dice.
Do your short rest stuff. For those of you that need it.
Cool. Oh, nice.
And also, did you get a chance to read Facebook?
No.
Because it
Give me a sec.
changes stuff. I don't have to do a short rest on a phone.
That's 9. Come on. Not as good. A little better. Come on, one more. Yes. Roll 3 or 4? 4.
Yeah, you need to do it sooner rather than later, Ed.
But you're happy with the bottom bit, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hang on. Let me reread, in case you think something else.
Secrets.
Either way is good. I just need to know more for.
It needs to be before you're not there.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So you doing your short rest stuff?
Yeah, Etheria is back to full HP.
Cool. The hour-ish passes. Do you need anything to do in that hour, Ed?
Trying to figure out how to take a short rest on my phone. I'm getting there. I'm fair. No, I'll do it after. Like, I'll do the bit when it comes to an end. Is there? Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. I will stop and give you opportunity. As stuff gets
cool.
close. Okay. Yes. So your hour passes. Your priest returns, and has several vials with him that are in a small wooden box. The vials have a very dark, like holly green liquid in them. And he's got a few other ritualistic bits that those of you that can cast ritual spells can see that he's got several components that, once put together, will probably enable him to cast a spell of sorts. Well, the crowd's still heavy out there, and people are being even nosier. Is there a plan for the wings? They're just laying in the yard.
We should probably bring them in at least.
I'll go out and get them.
I'll assist.
And while I'm out there, I'm going to be very aggressively telling people to F off in very loud and scary ways.
Give me an intimidation check.
Loud and scary ways.
Loud and scary ways. I'm trying not to like, swear and stuff on the channel, but intimidation.
Loud and scary ways of saying F off.
Throw your alphabet at me.
That'll be an 18.
Cool.
That's all the A's, B's, C's, D's.
A few of them leave. They don't like being screamed at, but there's enough of mob mentality where they're like, yeah, all right, calm yourself, but they don't go anywhere.
I'm going to continue to do it and walk towards them a bit more.
They back off a
Hoping
few
to
feet,
scare them away.
but they don't back away. Like, they back away from you, but they don't back away from the scene.
I'd just leave them, Alfia. They'll get bored.
There's about 200 people around this temple wall.
No. Yeah, I'm going to go with Etheria back in the temple carrying the wings.
Cool, both of you give me athletics checks. It's like pulling lead.
21.
Cool.
A nat 20 for 28.
I was left in one corner.
And Etheria at the same time.
So you are just able to pull these wings into the temple.
Wow.
How much did these wings weigh?
Lead. Can I see
Well,
what are they made out of?
They look to be made of like a pure platinum / white gold material, but it weighs like lead.
Okay.
Bear in mind they've got like an 8-foot wingspan.
Yeah.
And are no longer able to curl up. So you drag them into the temple.
How much do we owe you for the?
For the drinks, maybe 30 gold. It'd be 5 gold a vial.
30 gold.
They're very potent beverages.
Goodo.
It's only 5 of you.
Velush left me some money. I can cover it. I'll pay Velush back when I see them again.
Thank you, Etheria.
Thanks.
I hand over 3 platinum. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, why is there? There's only 4 of us.
There's 5 of you.
The monkey fucked off.
Raya. Oh, no, there's only 4 of us.
Reyes. Okay. There's only 4 of you.
We have an absent companion. If they do catch up, I don't think they'd abandon us.
Well,
If
there's,
you catch up, kill them, and tell them that.
so he gives you 4 a vial each, and leaves 2 in the pot in the box.
Who were the other 2 for?
They came as a 6.
Oh, all right. I was wondering if there was an extra person, and I don't know.
If you can convince some of the crowd to come with you.
That old guy seems pretty tough.
Cannon fodder.
I bet my NPC survived better than you lot.
Yeah. That's not unreasonable.
Chance of certain death.
I'm a barbarian now. I'm too angry to die.
That's what that.
Level 1 barbarian. Can't die now, ever. That's the rule.
Too angry to die.
How,
Too angry to die.
How to cheat death? Level 1 barbarian.
Level 1 barbarian.
Who knew?
Level 19 wizard. 1 barbarian.
All right. So, shall we?
Do you have an item of power?
Oh, I have this ring. Would this do?
As I look at it, it'll definitely set the spell off, but I don't know how accurate it'll be getting you there. I'm sending you to a place. Do any of you follow the same celestial entity that your friend did?
No.
As he says that, the temple door creaks open slightly.
Aragon style.
Kicks it open.
The deity himself walks
creaks
in.
open slightly, and even though it's like the middle of the day, there's a slight shadow that kind of comes in or creeps into the temple first. And through the door walks a 3'2", pale, grey-skinned individual, bald head, slightly kind of elegant-looking, darker kind of tattoos all over the body that you can see. Their eyes are completely white. They've got a small black mustache across their lip. They're wearing kind of flowing, ornate-looking black kind of fancy clothing. And yeah, they walk straight into the temple.
Friend of yours?
I don't know yet.
What the fuck? Who's this guy?
I believe you're going after one of mine.
One of yours?
Costo?
Follower of Costa.
Costo is shorter in person than I would imagine him.
I am not Costa.
Presents.
I am Kytral, but I am also a follower of Costa.
Sorry, Eddie. Well, you would be very welcome and very helpful. Were you recently a small monkey?
What are you on about?
Fair enough.
Is this the time for stupid questions?
Sometimes.
Would you join us?
To go back and fetch one of our own? Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, good. This is
Not
yours.
to teach him a lesson.
The priest passes the young Jedi a little green vial.
Thanks.
If the ring doesn't work, I have this sword. I was hoping not to have its power taken from it because it has been very useful and by the sounds of where we're going would continue to be useful. But it is an item of power, so if you think it would work and get us there
the
more
ring
safe,
won't suffice.
if the ring isn't good enough, yeah, I'll just draw it and hand it over.
He looks at it, and as soon as he grabs it, yes, this is definitely enough power to accurately get you.
And it definitely has to be destroyed in this transaction.
The blade, no, but the magic within, yes.
I would like to keep the sword then, if you could keep it safe for
yes,
hopefully when we return.
The blade itself will be untarnished. I just need the magic within to propel you there.
Rather than waste a weapon that you'll need, how about this? And I'll draw out of the bag that cloak of rats. A kind of rat pelt stop.
Yeah.
And I'll put that in front. Would this suffice?
Or that and the ring? Can we kind of fuse?
Either or.
Like a towel ring.
Yeah.
So looking at the sword will 100% get you there. This cloak, less of a chance, but still there is power I can use. The ring, the same, less of a chance than the cloak and the sword, but the more power, the more accurate I can get you there. If it's,
Can you combine the ring and the cloak? Can you
I just
draw
it's-
magic from two
it's
places?
One item is consumed, or the power from one item is consumed.
Up here, it's your choice.
It's as however accurate you wish to be.
It's okay if we need to be a little bit less accurate and we
The
use...
sword guarantees all of you getting there. The cloak less so, and the ring even less so. But of varying levels. I've never. I know the spell will work and will send you somewhere. So
I mean, it's up to you guys. Like I say, I'm happy to give up the sword, but if you guys think we need to keep it because it is such a weapon, then I'm also comfortable using the cloak. But I think we need to all be unanimous in the decision.
I think we want...
You shouldn't let somebody else's failure weaken you.
I can see you're going to be a happy rendition. Okay, we'll use the cloak then.
okay. Okay, let me prepare. And he starts moving stuff, and he's putting things, small fetishes and such around Bjorn. There are leaves, there are incense sticks that are getting lit, there are small basins of water that are real tiny, just kind of put around the place. Can you all position yourselves comfortably? When you drink those beverages, you will.
You want us to lie down? We don't want to.
Yes.
Don't want to hit my head on the way down.
Do you all lay down?
I'm going to go and sit as near to a peacock kind of image as I can, and I'm going to clutch on the butterfly necklace.
Just before I do, I'm going to go, I am really sorry. What's your name? Since you're killing us, it seems only right we should know.
It kind of like. My name is Fian.
Thank you, Fionn.
Thean, would it help if I concentrated some of my power into this? I'm a sorcerer. I don't know how to direct it, but if you could use it.
If you can channel through the cloak, then maybe.
Could I try that?
Yeah, you can most. But when you take the drink, it'll stop. We can try. Here, and they lay the cloak on you. It's better this way. If it doesn't work, at least you're not face planting the floor.
FaZe and I, and Bjorn as well, actually. We're connected to the celestial plane in some way. We're Asimar. Does that bode any?
Bjorn is not anymore.
Okay. FaZe and I are Asimar. Does that change anything?
Bjorn was Asimar.
Yeah, Bjorn was Asimar. But do we need to do anything differently? Are we it's all gonna affect us in the same way? Can we do anything to aid the process?
You can still, if you die in this pocket realm, you don't come back here. You will pass on, or stay there, a corrupted soul. I'm unsure of the magics there, but celestial blood or otherwise, if you die in these pocket realms, it's unlikely you will ever see anywhere your original path was going to lead you.
Whew.
Well, I hope we succeed. I need to return to my work.
I have a lot left to do too. But
I would feel wrong if I didn't just say one last time how dangerous this is.
It's appreciated.
thank you.
Okay.
Just another adventure. Is it Peter Pan? Death is the
It's
greatest
Gandalf, but
adventure.
close.
No, Peter Pan. Death
Gandalf.
is the greatest adventure.
It's definitely Gandalf.
Same
You shall
person.
not pass.
Yeah.
All right.
I would like to channel some, attempts to channel some sorcery points through the cloak.
How
as
many?
I drink. 3.
Cool.
And I will just lie down on the floor.
So,
My colour will start fading.
you're not wrong. As Theon starts to walk around the altar and just begin small incantations that definitely have a celestial language to them, small glyphs just start to appear in the air, sigils written in nothing but light. The animal iconography around the altar starts to almost shift, and you can hear the small roar of a tiger, or the growl of the hound, or the stomping of the horse's hoofs and such. There's kind of around you, and a bit of a surround sound sort of thing all around the inner of this temple. All these pillars now that you saw in there that seem to be unnecessary all begin to light up. Little cracks in them, and through the cracks you see these little glyphs kind of jump off the pillars and just hang in the air around them. It is as if you were to walk into this, it's as if somebody got a handful of actual glyphs, like sweets, say, and just thrown them into the sky, and then they stopped and didn't fall to the ground. And the entire temple is covered like this, like a dust all around you in all these different shapes of these strange little celestial divine glyphs. It gets real dark, the glyphs stay lit, and then they dim. The cloak, the rats pour from it, the cloak starts to, almost as if it's in pain, wrap around and twist on itself. There's no scream from it, but it makes that shape, like the scream mask, makes that shape with the cloak. Rats pour out of it all over Etheria, but as they hit Etheria, they just turn to dust. The bright pink of Etheria almost goes to pure transparent glass, just no pink whatsoever. Almost like a, on the top of a sarcophagus, where you have the shape of the person beneath type thing, like the whole mummy style. That's what Etheria looks like right now, just a white, pure, see-through glass statuette of themselves just laid on the floor. These rats just pouring onto them and just popping as they hit the glass. But you do see that magic and the colorations of magic that Etheria uses in their spells pour into the cloak, and it's almost as if it's what's attacking the cloak and causing it to writhe around in pain. Your butterfly amulet melts beneath your palm, and butterflies just pour out of either side, like thousands of them and thousands of them. For those of you looking across to Althea, you can't see her. She's completely engulfed in all these multiple colours of butterflies all around her. The priest stops halfway through with the incantation. He goes, drink now. You must drink now. You all down it?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Are you choosing to fail your constitution saves?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. As you all drink this very potent beverage, you all quickly realise that it is a poison of a very, very strong nature, and your life force slowly ebbs from you. As your eyes start to close, the butterflies, you no longer care about Althea as your head starts to sag down a little bit. Taste of aniseed.
Black Perno.
Absinthe.
Perno. Yeah. And as you all die, Bjorn comes back to life. Well done, Bjorn. It's the sacrifice you needed. And you all fade to black. Gone. Stand by.
The pretty bird song's nice, though.
Yeah. I hope that's what I hear when I die. bird song.
Yeah, right.
This is the only TPK this party is ever going to have.
I told you
Let's
there'd be a
let's
TPK
make
tonight.
this.
It is indeed a TPK, though. We are all currently dead, and it's entirely your fault.
Who are you talking to?
You. Who you
You
talking
know,
to?
Felk isn't still alive somewhere.
That's very true. Velk and Volusia and Sketch are all living it up.
Velk, the new guy whose name I've immediately forgotten, pulled out a cloak that I know Velk had, so I know where Velk is.
If I had complete faith that Velk would turn up.
You did. What's the new guy's name? Sorry, Eddie, I didn't catch it.
If you didn't catch it, you didn't catch it.
No, Amelia didn't catch it. FaZe was there. FaZe had it. No.
Kytrel.
I trial, yeah.
Thank you. At least one of you's useful.
I have more than one sentence of notes already this week. I'm doing well.
I'm having to use like a random little bit of paper just to be like, I've got nothing.
I've got notes on human resource management. Is that interesting to anyone?
That's kind of what we're doing.
I
Uh-oh.
don't like the scary music.
I don't like it. It sounds much less pleasant. I'm
Bring back
out.
the birds.
Just need to try and get it to a decent volume, but it's not kicking off.
Have you all got different to me? Because mine's just going, hey, oh.
I think it's meant to be like
It's
screaming.
definitely like Screams of the Damned.
Screams
Not,
of-
I don't know
yeah.
what you're hearing, Tom.
Just a lot of Italian dead people.
Rave.
Yeah.
Hey.
Ah, well, that's a head.
It's a
Sorry
me.
for any Italians watching or plumbers.
It's a me, Hades.
It's a me, a Hades. Brilliant. Right. Eddie, this is going to be a pain in the ass for you because you're going to need roll 20 soon.
Oof.
Yeah, I know that. I can't.
We can just
Yeah.
we'll just
Just-
move you around.
It's yeah. I'm going to say it's more roll 20 for guidance than
I'll figure out.
mass strategic battles.
Figure out.
So
Strategic, us.
I said the maps
just
for
killed
strategic. I
ourselves.
never said
Okay.
you lot were strategic. There's a big difference. It's more for me to see where you die in the map.
Wow.
It goes completely black, pitch black. And your soul, you all feel it, nearly surrendered to the endless void. But no. You ride a surge of wind, plummeting downward, which for some of you is guaranteed. There's a gust of wind darts through your chest, and it sends a chill into your heart. And then your eyes flutter awake, and for a moment, you wonder if you're dreaming. But how do the dead dream? Your body is emanating a hazy glow of like blue-purple energy, not quite solid, nor are you yet incorporeal, somewhere in between. You rise to your feet and you take in your surroundings. You seem to be stood atop a floating chunk of stone that is suspended in a vast dark sky. There are several other stone islands in the distance beyond. You see a few hazy figures on floating rock linked to yours by a short bridge. There is a continually strong wind that fills this plain, and it glows with a bluish light. And beyond your vision of about 80 feet, you can't see much else. The severity of the gusts of wind all around you, you're pretty sure flying is a no-go. As well as dodging out of the way of stuff would probably hindered while you are here. As you all check yourselves out and see that you are of this incorporeal-ish state, this somewhere in between, with this blue-purple energy around you, 5 feet from you, on the very same stone island that you are on, you see your friend Bjorn. Stood up, checking himself out in the same way yourselves are. Now, a couple of things for the players to take note of. Whilst you are here in this plane, you are considered a fractured soul. So there's a few bullet points you need to know, and a few things I'll be sharing with you shortly. You cannot take long rests or gain any normal benefits of a normal rest through normal means, but you can take a short rest normally. You are resistant to necrotic damage, and any healing you receive is halved. To your memory phase, now you think back on your earlier thoughts, whilst in these pocket planes of these divine entities, for your soul to truly perish and find true death, it is not the same way it does in combat, where you would take a sword to the heart or such. This is a diminishing of the soul for you to truly die. If any of you do hit 0 hit points whilst on this plane, it will be resolved very differently to what you're used to on the material plane. And there's something in your memory that you can't quite pinpoint, but there are fragments within this plane that are beneficial to those fractured souls. But that's the only memory you can pull forth. Now, if you go to roll 20,
It's like AD knew what we'd do.
it's like AD asked, so he didn't have to prep unnecessary things.
Well, yeah. I wasn't going to give that away.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy for folk to know. Can you see the map?
Yeah.
Right, cool. You are all... Right, so this map already has a grid on it, so it doesn't snap.
Okay.
Alright,
Okay.
so you will have to... Let's get rid of that death sign on Beyond, shall we? Because you're all in the same mud now.
I can't see. Oh, we're down there. Okay, found
Yeah,
it.
sorry. You're bottom right of the map.
Oh, Impy. Would Impy be here? Ooh,
Impy is not here. Good call.
interesting.
It is very interesting because now I know what's happening with Impy.
Yeah.
Impy's going to town on the town.
Yeah, that lovely priest that just helped us out.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Hannah's
So-
back
That's
here.
who the other potion was for.
So the map is more for your navigation. So you don't have to use it to go, oh, I move over here 2 squares or anything like this. It's just a visual aid. I'll put it on the... there we go. Just a little map for those at home. So Eddie, if you... Oh, you won't be able to. You don't need it for fighting. Any fighting that happens in this realm will be theatre of the mind. But it's just to give you a bit of a visual for the players. There's loads of floating rocks and rope bridges between them, Ed. All right, use your imagination, kid.
Yeah.
Eddie, I'm going to send you a picture actually on Facebook.
You can watch it back and tell me what you would have done.
I'll try to figure it out.
If Bjorn's not noticed us yet, I'm gonna just go up and nudge him.
Well, you are all like in, so feel free to notice each other as you see fit. Let me get rid of that. Actually, can I get rid of that? There we go. You're in, guys.
Yep. Just gonna go up and elbow nudge Bjorn.
I would like to just stand there looking grumpy with my arms crossed, glaring at Beyond.
A bit different to roulette.
It is strange. I did not think that when I eventually passed from the material world, I would bring with me all of your judgment. But it is a fitting memory to have, I suppose.
Technically, you're not dead.
And we're not
And you're cool.
memories.
You were
We're
correct
alive.
in one part of it. You didn't think.
Oh yeah, this guy.
This guy.
He has a bone to pick with you. He seems more upset with you than we are.
Bjorn meet Kytrel? Kytrel? Bjorn.
I do not remember you.
Bjorn, we're not memories.
We're actually here. We followed you.
We're real. We killed ourselves, and we're gonna all make it back.
You're
Or
not
we're
dead.
going to give it a go.
You killed just... Why?
Actually, technically, the priest killed us, but we asked him to.
I
It
thought
wasn't-
he might have been in league with Cordova.
No.
Oh, no.
We're not dead, Bjorn.
We're
You
almost
just said
dead.
that...
We're broken.
Yeah, we had to. It was like a ritual thing. He helped us get here. We're almost dead. This is like the in between, and you go one way or the other, and we're gonna go back to life. Okay?
We have to look for fragments of all of our souls.
Okay.
Costo has need of you yet.
I'm sorry, who is this again?
Kytrel.
No, Charles.
What
He's-
do you know of Costa?
I'm a follower like you. But unlike you, I'm not as foolish. Your
Yeah,
actions have put all of these people in danger now.
Cannot argue with that.
How
As
long
I
have you
am...
been here?
FYI to the players, you are all fully healed, all spell slots, everything. Etheria,
Okay.
you're minus those 3 sorcerer points you used on the cloak.
Yep.
But it's as if you've had a long rest, bar those sorcerer points.
Nice.
Including yourself, Bjorn.
Does it feel like I've been here longer than the rest of them? No? Okay.
It's too wibbly.
Okay.
Timey-wimey stuff.
When I first realized I was here, so were you?
You've been technically dead an hour and a half or so. An hour and 5, maybe.
But we're all here now, and
We've been
Maybe.
technically dead approximately 5 minutes.
not dead. We're almost dead.
Deadish.
Deadish.
How do we return?
Actually, no idea, but I think we have to find all the fragments of our souls and then hopefully we'll go back.
We need to put ourselves back together.
How do we know how many fragments we are missing?
We don't.
I think we'll know when we go back.
Well, I figure we'll know when we put the last one together.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
We couldn't leave you.
You're our friend.
Are they all armed, lady?
Yep. They just look like, all of you just look like blue purplish, almost, well, ghost-like versions of yourself.
Okay.
Armor, sword, etc.
I'm gonna try and
Socks.
summon my hexblade then. Does my axe appear in my hand?
It was already there.
Oh, okay.
Like
I'm
it's
down in myself
it's
now.
almost like you bring your hand to bear. It's in your hand. You don't. There's a disconnect in the summoning. It's as if you just pulled it off your hip rather than summoned it, but you don't remember pulling it off your hip, and you don't remember it hitting your hand. It's all a bit of a weird coincidence that as you were gonna summon it, it was in your hand.
You know, I think our first port of call would be to go across this bridge and see what we can find.
As you look out across the bridge, you notice a wounded half-elf. You only know they're half-elf by the shortness of their ears. And they seem to be surrounded by a vicious, angry-looking, almost small, bald-headed creatures that have a similar bluish, purplish glow to them that you do. But they look feral, sharp fangs, ready to, well, to essentially on the cusp of attacking this this half elf who is, again, same bluish purple light, kind of pulling themselves away, and they're just bearing down on him slowly, teasingly. All light around here, dim light.
Hey, should we help that elf, half elf?
What is it? Sorry, what is it? Like leaning over.
Little horrible bald-headed bastards with sharp teeth.
Them.
Mini-me's.
I think I do not know how much stock you put in what I think anymore, but I think we should.
For you, Ed, have you got a picture, Ed?
Yeah, I got the map.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. So
Medium
straight
size.
across the rope bridge.
I will send you half of
the-
it, actually. I'll send you the other half when we get up there.
The rock, if you were to look at it as a compass, the map, northeast, that floating rock there. Give me a sec.
One that's half off the map.
Yeah, so immediately to your, like I said, northeast-ish of where you're starting, there is a petrified humanoid ship. The only thing not petrified on it is a golden helm. The helm is not of any design that you've seen a similar design Etheria back home when your warriors are in full armor. It's got that sort of slanted down and the dome, and there are like dragon leather motifs and stuff on it. But it's got a golden look to it.
What's the like gap between our platform and that platform?
You could do it. You could jump it. It'd take someone of like athleticism, but you could jump it. These are floating rocks. Void is everywhere else, and you can pretty much only see 80 foot in front of you. It's still pretty far.
I'll turn to the rest. You should start looking for things that seem relevant to you.
Yes, but also, what about that person?
Is he relevant to you?
He's relevant in that I don't want to see anyone get hurt.
Well, then perhaps it's part of your fragment.
It's someone's, or there's someone that needs help.
It could be simply another manifestation here. But if it's relevant to you, then it's worth doing.
Eldritch Blast.
Beyond's
Well,
really thinking things through now.
At one of the small creatures attacking the half-elf.
Beyond's
Okay.
brain cell is going.
Give me an attack roll.
Brain
Okay.
cell.
Beyond's got our shared brain cell today.
Bjorn never picks up the shared brain cell. That's the issue.
Rich never picks up the shared brain cell. Don't blame this on Beyond.
It's what my character would do.
12.
12. Your eldritch.
Oh, sorry, hang on. 12 on the first bolt. 14 on the second.
Both bolts shoot as normal. You summon that magic. Shoots across the rope bridge and misses. Both bolts misses the first little creature you were attacking. However, they do turn their attention at what shot the Eldritch blasts and leave the elf, the half-elven man. And they do look to be coming your way. They haven't moved yet, but they do look to be coming that way.
Okay.
Turn to FaZe. I'll be like, I can imagine if it's part of your soul fragment, you need to be involved in resolving whatever this is.
Don't know if it is, but I know that that's a person that needs assistance.
You said you want to assist people.
Yes, but only I'd help anyone. Anyway,
I can tell you it's not part of mine.
you're a delight. And I'm going to walk across the bridge with my warhammer out.
Cool.
Why'd you have to make them so adorable?
Chibi baby.
I know, they're so cute. And also horrifying. Though less scary now they're not 16 feet tall.
So, FaZe, you're walking across the bridge. Beyond you shot that. There's no one in initiative yet. What are other people doing?
Sighing and drawing my sword.
Cool. Raya will hold. Do we not have Anna for the evening?
Yeah,
we
she
don't.
said she had to go for the rest of the evening and to remove her if we have a break to take the camera off. But she's left it on so it doesn't mess up the overlay.
Okay. For narrative, Raya did not appear.
Okay. Oh my god, Hannah's going to come back and be the only character still alive.
It's all right. I already know where Raya is.
Oh.
You told me to run, Raya?
No,
Okay.
not your character.
If you're listening to Kytrell is looking at the crown and is...
So the crown is here. I don't know if you can see that.
Yep. So I'd have been casting Mage Hand to see if I can pick it up.
What's Mage Hand? £5?
£5.
Up to £5, I think, yeah.
What's the range of Mage Hand?
30 feet.
As it gets to it, it just passes through the helmet. Not that the helmet's ethereal, as if the hand and the helmet are not in the same place.
Right. Huh. Does it look familiar to me from Vey or...
It's definitely of their design.
Yeah, so it's mandibles and everything.
Yeah, it is fully a, the boring description of it's a samurai helmet.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And it has almost Dragonborn motifs on it.
draconic. Yeah.
Draconic. So it's not from my original home, which I've...
No.
Right now it's Vey, but Draconic.
Calvaria is your original place. It was Karam, but we changed it.
Calvaria.
Calvaria is the law name of your place. And for aesthetic, Calvaria has a Roman aesthetic to it.
Yeah.
So
But it's definitely more Vey, but
this
still
is
Draconic.
definitely there, yeah.
Yep. Looking at that, I'm going to look back over my shoulder and see what's going on there. And
Beyond shot 2 warning shots at the creatures.
yeah, reluctantly turn away for a second and prepare. Just hand on sword and wait.
Okay. Right, so now we'll roll initiative.
I don't want to.
You started this. Well, kind of.
I mean...
Heckin' didn't. I don't think this is my fault.
Right, Fairs, give us your initiative.
24.
Beyond.
The only good initiative roll I've ever had.
Beyond's initiative, please.
18.
Althea.
Also 18.
Velk. Sorry. Steve.
Legion.
Did you say
17.
17, sorry. Etheria.
7.
Nice.
I'm quite
Get
distracted.
some new dice, Tony. I say that as knowing that you have, so many dice, but get some new ones.
Right, Fairs, you get to go first.
Okay. Fine. What a horrifying thought.
Give me a perception check.
That's cocked. That's worse than it would have been. Perception, 17.
Oh, cool. As you step towards the rope bridge and you see where it's affixed, you look down at the ground to give a quick check to see if the fixings look strong enough for you to cross. And you notice that the stone that you're stood upon is actually petrified humanoid souls, essentially, that have all been crushed together to create these floating platforms.
Lovely.
And that the fixings, the posts, are actually lots and lots of different arms that have come up, all petrified to hold.
What a time to not be playing a necromancer.
Right?
Honestly, it'd have made my day if one of you were a necro here.
I'd like to raise dead. Okay.
Off stream, remind me and I'll tell you what happens to necromancers here.
Okay.
It's probably worth noting that FaZe has the ability to animate dead. Does that affect any of that?
Animate the floor. Do it now.
It takes like a minute to do it.
So FaZe is fully aware that these are petrified souls. There's no animation of it.
Right, it's fine. Good. But it all looks secure and safe enough to cross. I'm not going to fall through it.
I mean, safe enough. It looks like people can walk across it. There doesn't seem to be any, like the arms, the petrified arms that are holding each bit and the rope across. Looks strong enough.
All right. Then I will walk across, and as I do, I would like to cast magical weapon on my warhammer.
Okay, is that action or bonus?
It's bonus action.
Okay.
Okay. I think it gives. Let me just +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. Yeah, it's fine. And then I'm hopefully going to get close enough to swing at one of them.
Oh, you can definitely walk up to one if you want.
Great. I will do that. There you go. I've moved myself a bit. I have come to make friends with you, small grey goblin creatures.
Can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
I don't want to. Oh, I'm a wisdom class. Yeah, sure. 16?
2 seconds. 16. You are fine.
Oh, good.
You, at first, think, well, that's not a refined little bastard. Maybe I'll be frightened. Turns out, not so much. You gonna hit it?
I'm gonna try.
Lovely.
I feel like Eddie's like stroking our faces with his thumb.
It's really odd. It's like I feel affectionized. Right. Ooh, okay. 17. 23 to hit?
That hits.
I would hope so. And then it's 12 damage.
Oosh.
Magical damage.
12.
Yes.
Your hammer slams into it, and a spark of the blue-purple light throws off, and it kind of hisses and spits at you, akin to a cat that is severely pissed off. Is that your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Althea. You are no longer on a bridge, by the way, Fizz. You step on the stone.
Yes.
Your turn, Althea. I would like to rage.
Muted, sorry. Is there space for me to move past Phase
no.
on the bridge?
Not even close.
No? Okay. Then I will...
Stand on her shoulders.
Yeah. I'll move up to where, sort of behind Phase on the bridge.
Cool.
And I will hold my action. Oh, actually, no. I would like to summon my thingy, Echo, behind this dude. Let me just check. Okay. Does that work?
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I didn't know if it was going to be wobbly.
Oh, it is, but I'll tell you why in a sec.
Okay.
I always do that. Where do you want it?
Here, behind the one that Phase is smacking.
So, when you summon your record this time, there is a woman that appears. She has very long, like purple nebula coloured hair. Her hair seems to be scattered with what at first might look like glitter, but there's a deliberate pattern to the... Give me a perception check.
Nine.
Yeah, she's got a lot of glitter in her hair. But she is wearing a Taurian like dress tunic, and in her hand she has a you know the like beach necklaces that are made with little bits of seashell and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She has one of them in her hands, similar to prayer beads, but of a coastal design. Her eyes are closed, very much like the token, and her back is to you.
I can use my echo to attack, so I'd like to attack from my echo's position.
Cool. For mechanic, if you try to switch positions with her, it won't work.
Damn it. Okay.
But that's the only thing that's wibbly.
Okay,
Everything else works as normal.
that's fine. That'd be a really easy way to hop around on these bloody rocks, wouldn't it? That would do. Yeah, that's fine. I will attack from that position.
Cool.
Da, da, da.
Da-da-da.
Da, da, da. That's 24 to hit.
No hits.
That one.
She just puts her hand behind her, and the multicoloured seashells that are on this necklace, all the pinks and the greens and the whites, that's kind of a mixture of the light that just jumps from her hand to the creature.
There's 9 damage.
9.
And then same again. For 21 to hit.
Yep.
For 6.
Is that Althea's turn?
Yeah.
Bjorn, what would your fractured soul little ass like to do?
I'm gonna aim again because I can't get past them. Eldritch Blast, 1 bolt each.
Okay. First one, bottom one or top one?
Bottom one.
Cool.
That's going to be a 20. Dirty 20.
Boom. First Eldritch Blast hits.
Okay, and second one is a 18.
So both hit. So damage on the first one.
Okay. First one is going to be a 7. And the second
Yeah.
one is a 6.
Your first Eldritch Blast hits the corrupted soul creature, and it just poof. And as you destroy it, a very small marble-sized blue orb shoots from where it died and petrified to you. Sorry, there's a little petrified version of that creature here, and you absorb that little blue marble.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And the second one, poof, you hit. What's your current name, Ed?
Kytral.
Kytral. Kytral, it's your turn.
There's one left, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's a good job we ain't getting artwork for your bloody characters.
So how so the bridge is it's a 5 span, isn't it? Like a
yeah.
Cool.
Single
so
file
I'd like-
bridge.
So I'm going to use a level 2 spell called Phantasmal Force, which means I can create an illusion or like a phenomenon of my choice within a 10-foot cube. So I'm going to next to within a cube that the creature is on and slightly off it.
You just want to catch the creature.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
as part of the 10-foot cube, like other stuff's going to go on. So I'll describe the phenomenon, and you react, I guess.
Okay.
So the phenomenon will be the creature believing that the bridge is snapping. So like the strike from the Echo Knight and the Eldritch Blast, the bridge is starting to snap. And then next to the bridge is like a 5-foot floating rock that it could jump to, essentially. So it has to make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, it believes the phenomenon is real.
16.
My int or my
Minus
saving
1, 15.
throw, my saving throw is 16.
Oh,
So-
so it fails.
Cool. So it believes that the bridge is snapping because of the 2 attacks, and that there is a 5-foot or like a platform that it could jump to next to it. As part of the thing, so the phenomenon includes sound, temperature, other stimuli that are only evident to the creature. The target can, again, if it uses its action, could examine the phenomenon again if you feel like it is necessary. While the target is affected by the spell, the target treats the phenomenon as though it's real. The target rationalizes any logical outcome from interaction with the.
Hang on, Ed. Sorry, before you carry on reading. Where do you think that creature's standing right now?
On the bridge.
It's not on the bridge.
I thought they come across the bridge.
No. Faze
That's
and
cool.
Althea went across the bridge to them.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
So don't cast that. Just as you started describing it, then I was like,
I can't see the maps.
Yeah, I know, mate. That's why I jumped in, mate. That's why I jumped in. Yeah, it's other way around, mate. Because your lot went
Down the
first,
bridge.
they ran across the bridge.
Cool.
Get your PC fixed.
Okay. Yeah, man. I'm
Yeah.
trying.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Until you described it, I think it was unclear. But yeah, okay.
No, that's cool. What have I done instead there? Let's have a look.
It still works if it thinks part of the island is giving away.
Depends. I can't see how close is it to the edge.
No, it's
Or is
It's
it
on the edge.
it's near an edge, mate. It's not accurate enough.
That's cool,
I
that's cool.
personally wouldn't waste that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's no dramas. What have we got
When you
there?
watch it back, mate, you'll understand.
Okay. I'm gonna use. For now, I'll just Dissident Whispers. So, can it make a?
Well, use my same roll, mate. 15.
Okay. Yeah. Wisdom 16.
Or
so-
wisdom.
Yeah.
14.
So 2 almost kind of elegant-looking daggers will drip down from my eyes,
Ooh.
and I'll start kind of saying something under my breath, and the creature will take.
Is this the one that it runs away as well? Or?
Yeah, I'm just rolling the dice with that. Where's the damage I've got? 4, 3, 1, so 7, 8. 8 points of damage, and the creature must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far away from me as it can. And the creature doesn't move, obviously, into danger, etc. Yeah. So it takes 8 points of psychic damage, and must use its reaction to run away.
Cool. So what you see, Faze and Althea, and obviously the rest of you, but you two are close, is it shoots left, so westish, and spider climbs straight off the edge of the rock and downwards.
It takes opportunity attacks because it used its reaction to move.
But it's not within their.
It's
Right, is it? Oh,
in with
yeah.
phases,
And I can make reaction opportunity attacks from my echo as well.
obviously.
Thank you, Matt Mercer.
So. 21 to hit on the opportunity attack.
Oof. Yep.
And damage is much shitter at 5.
Schmack.
Althea?
Nat 20 for 28.
Jesus.
That hits.
8, 13 damage.
Ooh. So as it went to run away, you hit it, and it immediately petrifies in place, and then this falls to the side, and a small blue marble shoots from where it went to yourself.
To who?
To you.
Me. Okay.
You are out of initiative. And there is a half-elven man laying there in the same ethereal state you are, panicking.
I'll go over to him as I was at the front. That is such a weird view. I'll go over to him and say, are you okay-ish?
What are you lot doing here? Are they dead? Are they gone? Ah,
They're dead.
it's hopeless. It's so hopeless.
What's hopeless?
All of this. We'll never find ourselves again.
When you say we, who's we?
All of us gestures at you and just gestures to the rest of the small pocket plane. And like I say, you see those sort of like faded humanoid shapes on the other stones and stuff. Beyond the 80 feet, it's just wind and void.
Why do you think that?
Points at the floor that you're standing on. The two little creatures you just killed. They were once like us, and they couldn't find themselves. They couldn't find their soul essence. And they turn into these things.
I'm gonna hold my hand out to pull him up and go, how did you end up here, friend? And don't just say I died, because that's...
I was thinking... Sledgehammer. Was the flight alright? I can't remember now, it's been so long. I can't remember my name. I just remember the blade to my throat. Been wandering for... I don't even know how long. I don't even know how long I've been here in this place. Stoneheim they call it.
It's a little on the nose. Do you not talk to the other spirits? Do you not?
Yeah, we sometimes like it's like, well, it's like the before. He's kind of struggling to remember. People like us just trying to find their essence. They're missing piece. We're fractured, and he looks down at his hands. And a wise man once said, like butter spread thinly. You know what I mean? Over too much bread. He does look like he's been on a bit of the old slim fast for too long. Look, it's bad here. People that come here, like the stories, they speak of a chance. There's no chance. There's no hope. We're all just going to become these. And he points at the stone floor and then at the creature that was just killed. No one ever finds their soul essence. Not with them devouring them every chance they get. And just nods northward.
What's northward? What are you looking at? Who are them? They? Who are them? They? There? Over there? Them?
Fenris.
The Fenris?
Just looks at you. Just Fenris. This monstrosity, this devourer of souls. It's hopeless.
Oh. That is where we are.
You're in
Right.
Stonheim.
Yes. Good. Awesome. Perhaps you should come with us, friend.
I don't have the strength.
As he's speaking,
Yep.
I would like to. So you see a kind of same black, like always elegant daggers dripping down from my eyes, and then a shadowy figure starts pulling away from where he's kind of at, and it looks like humanoid, but it's kind of like robed and dark, and it's crying essentially, like a shadowy figure of despair.
The half elf acknowledges it. Somewhere lost in Are they only seeing it? Are you seeing it?
Everybody. Yeah.
I know. It's
No, that's cool.
yeah, just trying to be dramatic. Just gestures towards this crying shadow, this creature of despair. See, hopeless. Here, please take this. And puts her hand out. Does anyone take the hand?
I do. I'll put my hand out.
A small blue marble orb appears on his palm, touches your palm, and you absorb it. And the half-elf calcifies and petrifies in front of you, hand held out.
Oh, that's depressing. Hey Bjorn, you seemed a little shaken when they mentioned Fenris.
There are many stories told to us in Vagonia of legends, myths, fairy tales, mostly. It is strange to be living in one.
Okay, but what is it? And are we going to have to attempt to fight that?
Possibly.
Okay, but what is it?
It is well, it is easier to show you, perhaps.
I don't think I want to see.
You have not heard the stories?
I don't know.
Before
Not that I can recall.
before Bjorn tells those stories, we're gonna have a quick break because I need the loo,
I do.
and our lass is off to bed, so I want to give her a kiss. Right.
Okay.
We'll be back soon, folks, in this weird Stonheim realm of dead souls, and we'll see what happens. Break time. Bye bye.
Next time, bye.
Boom. Are we back? Eddie, your camera's not on, just so you know. Let's see if I can actually make that a bit smaller. There we go. So, Roll20 will not be returning chat, just so you know. But it's all beautiful talky stuff anyway. Hey. You have just received your little blue marble. Players that have a blue orb within them. This is known as a vitality fragment. When fractured souls kills other creatures and such, you being a fractured soul, there are other fractured souls out there, other creatures out there, etc. If you kill something or reduce it to 0 hit points off you, you will receive a vitality fragment. You can carry as many as there's an unlimited number. As an action, don't worry, I'll send this over to you. As an action, a character can consume 1 or more vitality fragments in their possession, up to 3 in one go, to gain the following benefits. And I'll put this in the Discord in a second. 1 vitality fragment. So when you die, stuff happens, right? If you take one of these vitality fragments and you have a reduced hit point maximum, oh yeah, you can roll on a dice equal to your hit dice, so D12 for barbarians, D10 for fights, etc., and restore it to your maximum hit point, but it won't exceed your original. So in case you haven't worked out from that, if you die here, your maximum hit point gets reduced, and you can die and die and die until your maximum hit point disappears. As long as you've still got a maximum hit point of a minimum of 1, you will still be able to run around Stonheim. But every time you die, it goes down. Make sense? Mm-hmm. And this vitality fragment will allow you to roll that die, your hit dice, to go back up. If you consume 2, you transfer 1 vitality fragment to another creature, and the one you use expires, and you both gain the benefit of the Bless spell. If you consume 3 vitality fragments as part of your action, you receive the benefits of a long rest. So, give me a sec. I'll just put this in the Discord.
They're still cheering for me.
So, at the moment, to my knowledge, I have 1, Althea has 1, and Bjorn has 1.
Correct.
I've stuck it in other on my character sheet if that's useful information to anyone else. It seems like a good place to stick them.
Are they tradable? Like, can I give mine to someone else?
Only if you... Hang on, let me...
Consume 2.
Yeah, if you consume 2, yes. Or if you if you are on the verge of perishing, similar to the half-elf, if you are calling it,
yeah,
you can give whatever's left of your vitality to somebody else.
Okay.
So you either use 2 and it consumes 1 and gives 1 to somebody else and you both get bless, or you've called it, you're done, you're dead, it's your last. Like on your final 0 hit points, dead, your vitality fragments will be expelled and you get to choose who they go to. But you can't split them, it is a single give to somebody. So if you have 100 on you, you've got to pick someone to give 100 to. But you are dead if you've got to that point. And I've put in chat the stealing fragments bit. And to help with death. There's the other bit for when you die in Stonheim. Obviously. There you go. Cool. So, read that at your own leisure. Do you feel sorry for the adventurers, monkey face? So you just killed the 2 corrupted souls. They've turned to stone.
I do not know what you think, but if you wish to know more of Fenris, we should probably carry on while we speak.
That's fine by me.
Are we all good to move on?
It's worth noting that if anybody gets within 5 foot of the shadowy creature of despair that now walks next to me, they feel incredibly sorrowful and their speed is reduced as the weight of, I was going to say life, but semi-life is weighed down upon.
Reduced by how much?
Reduced by 20.
Reduced by 20 feet.
No one's running away.
What an ally to... No one is running away. What an ally
He's
to
just
bring
walking
up.
on his own.
Yeah, he's walking on his own at the
Yeah.
back, about 30 feet back for some reason.
Well, Aetheria's still back on the original island looking out at the statue.
So,
Now they've relaxed.
as is Bjorn and such. So, Etheria, Bjorn, and Velk. How you could summon it 60 feet, couldn't you? I don't think I have a. Do I have a shadow? See if I got a shadow.
Kytrell, did you say that could be important?
What could be important?
The helmet on the statue. It looks familiar.
Well, we're in a place where we're trying to collect fragments of our souls. I would suggest those fragments would probably be things that are relevant to us as individuals.
It looks like it's from my homeland, but also has markings that are familiar too. I'll run and jump.
Cool. Can you give me an athletics check, please?
Mm-hmm.
Eduardo, you now have a little wraith next to you.
You say athletics?
Yes, please.
18.
You leap across.
I'm going to put my hand near the helmet crown to start with, and just see if I feel anything.
You do feel
radiate
you
from it.
feel a arcane, almost vibration from it in the air. It looks separate to the petrified humanoid shape that it is sat upon, and it looks there, like it's real.
You'll nervously take it.
You take it?
Attempt to take it. Yep.
Cool. Dun dun dun.
And I die.
Maybe just run and jump like it's going to be easy. Like,
Can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Mm-hmm. Save on that page. 15.
Can you roll a d6?
6.
Your maximum hit points have been reduced by 6 as you take the helmet, and you feel a almost tear in your clothing, but it feels deeper.
I whimper a bit as I take it, but yeah.
You now have a magical helmet.
I'll return to the party.
Can you give me an athletics check?
I don't wanna. Reroll. Reroll. 20.
There's a moment where you think there's 2 moments where you think you're gonna fall, but you leap across the gap successfully again with the helm in hand.
I'll show Kytrell, just hold it out a little bit, not giving, just showing.
Okay. It is a helmet of their design. The leather has gold colouring or leaf or something like kind of rubbed into it to give it that a golden look, but it is made of leather.
of course, there could be other people here that they're relevant to as well. But we'll see.
Would it fit me with my big, massive crystal head?
All magical items that you are aware of fit their owner.
Modified to-
Owner, yeah.
Yeah. Should I try it on? It hurt when I took it. I felt something pull or tear, or I felt something.
Maybe life hurts
I feel
when
less.
you're dead.
If you feel it is relevant to you, I can't decide that.
Yeah, it does seem familiar, but what's my home?
Because something is simply from where you are from.
But it's also the markings. They're draconic. I'm not unique in Ve, but I'm unusual.
And perhaps it is meant for you. Is there any relevance as to why it is a helm?
I don't know. It appears to be armor-like from my home.
But
I've always
why
seen more
manifest as that?
I have no idea.
Whilst
If
you
you're
are, I was just going to say, whilst you are talking about the helm, Althea and Faze, you see on the floating rocks to the northwest, directly from where you're looking. Am I over here? Can you see the ping on the map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, chat, you don't need to see. You see a spectral wolf kind of just pacing backwards and forwards, kind of stuck. Do with that information as you see fit.
There's a wolf over there.
There is a puppy.
No, there's a wolf.
That is what I said.
Over there, pacing up and down on that ledge. Look,
I'm gonna go over and see.
of course you are. Why wouldn't you? Eh.
It is not Fenris. Stories of Fenris are many and varied. All tell of a great warrior, the only survivor of triplets. But it is not the wolf.
Didn't think it was. I just meant that, it's a wolf. They're not known for being exceptionally friendly.
Because you are not from Baconia.
Give it a go.
So, go on.
I find it curious that you'd rush into such things without a full process, which is exactly the mentality that got you here in the first place. Why are you going over there?
Because forward is better than standing around. The longer we spend in this place, the more chance we have of ending up like that hopeless.
But have you considered why you're going over there? When you get there, if it attacks you or if it isn't what you think it is?
Then I will face it as I have faced everything else in life.
And look where that's got you.
Yes, but up until now it was serving me quite well.
In what sense?
I was alive.
And you think just because you're alive you're doing well?
Well, no, I'm not now, obviously. But I was up
Or
until then.
what is your purpose in life?
To carry out Costa's will.
And have you done that?
I have tried.
You've tried, but you've not succeeded.
Did you get the wings, by the way?
Yes, they are back in the temple.
Then yes, I partially succeeded,
What?
I think.
What do you think Costa is?
Vengeance.
Vengeance.
Justice.
You think it was about the wings?
No.
You think you've succeeded.
No,
So,
I was being flippant because we are in a kind of strange hell dimension, and I like to try and make people laugh. You do not seem like one who is prone to laughter.
you're trying to make people laugh at a time when you've put them all in peril.
Thank you for constantly reminding them.
I actually appreciate the humour. You know, dire situation and all. You either
Also-
laugh or you cry.
We
How
all
about
we all have our free will. We chose to come here. We could have left Bjorn. I don't think anyone would have held that against us. It was our choice to come here to help him get back. So I don't blame Bjorn. It's not Bjorn's fault that I'm here. I own my actions, and I chose to come here. So I'd rather work towards working a way out of here than stand around blaming Bjorn for something that we all did.
you used this word choice? You formed a bond with Bjorn. He has a purpose, was carrying out that purpose. You've somewhat considered him a friend, and now he has led you down this path. If he
Yes.
would have used some of the thought process that he does trying to make you laugh into trying to succeed in things, then perhaps you would not be in this situation.
Faze, can you give me a perception check, please, whilst Cartel is monologuing?
I'm very grateful that you
I
can't
tell?
say it either.
Kytel? Kytrell?
Petrel.
Kytrell.
Look, I got Velk on the tokens or the character sheet. Like, it's so hard for me. Like, I got no
Perception.
visual.
Well, see, that might have
16.
weeks.
Yeah. Say again.
16.
As Krytel,
Kytrell.
Kytrell. That's what I
Just
said.
think Kim Cattrall from like Sex and the City. Just think of
Oh
that.
yeah, I'm well up, clued up on. Who the fuck is that?
That's
It's the
what
name
I
that's stuck in my head.
Jesus
I can see
Christ.
that.
If
You
you
remember
said
the mannequin who comes to life in that 80s film? The really fit one.
mannequin, I remember mannequin.
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
Kim Cattrall.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There you go.
Why don't you just say came off Pornhub and I've been like, yeah. That. The ash that you saw Velush kind of nested in is pouring from behind Kim. Just in waves of it, almost like it's almost like someone's behind him just throwing it in the air. But you see that same sort of ashen parchment just flowing from him and fucking instantly dissipating on amongst these oblivion winds. Not in the front, all in the back.
It's all in the back.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Look. Peeks round.
Yeah. Turns out it's a
Patrol.
fairy.
You have to understand that while we may mock Bjorn for his choices, his heart was in the right place. And we're here to help him. And he's not always wrong.
You're trying to help him, and he's already said his purpose is carrying out Costo's will. Costo's will is vengeance. He cannot perform that exceptionally without at least a little bit of a thought process.
He does. He did think. He didn't realise that Katrova,
Whatever.
thank you, was going to be as strong
It's
as she
like
was.
Steve from Sex on the Moon.
Steve from Sex on the Moon. Yeah.
I think we can all learn from our mistakes here. Obviously, Bjorn made a mistake, didn't have a very strong thought process, but that is not something that I feel like we need to dwell on now. We can all learn from our mistakes and carry on our, individual journeys. But right now, we need to focus on getting out of here because I don't want to be here longer than I have to be.
Here is perhaps one of the best places to dwell on it because it really hammers home the point of his failure.
I don't want to hammer home the point of Bjorn's failure. He's very aware that we're all
Face-
currently dead.
face. Look, friend. I am well aware that I am the reason we are all here. I am well aware of my shortcomings. I have been told them or had them pointed out to me for my entire life. And I am well aware that the first time I thought I was doing the right thing, something good, something ordained by Costo, I got it wrong. And perhaps I have doomed all of my friends to the same fate as myself. You do not have to hammer home any of these points to me. They are hammered and etched on my soul, what little of it there is left. What I am trying to do now is keep us going, keep us moving forward, so that they at least can get to the end of whatever this strange, horrid labyrinth is, and live again. If I do not live at the end of it, then that is Costa's will. If I do, that is also Costa's will. However, I will do what I know, and I will keep on moving. If you would like me to take a moment to think, perhaps act more intelligently, then by all means, go first. Investigate the wolf. I will hang back, and I will think on it. And trust me, when I think on things, it will take me about 5 times as long as the rest of you. So you go ahead. I will sit here and I will think. Or we could keep going together as a group. But please, never think that I do not know the consequences of my actions. I am sorry, and I will spend the rest of my time, whatever time I have left, making it up to them. In any way that I can.
Tea.
You need time to think on this. And also, as we are traversing this place, as we are going to leave, as we are here, have a think on what you're going to do to enact Costo's will towards the individual who stole the wings. And what vengeance, true vengeance to that individual who has caught Costo's eye, what true vengeance would be. Not simply the wings, but what true vengeance would be.
They became a bloody puddle.
Now,
I will consider it.
is the wolf of reference to anybody?
Probably beyond.
I'm going to shout to try and get the wolf's attention. I'm not going to move any closer to it. I'm just going to shout to try and get the wolf's attention.
Your perspective of it, as the same sort of leaps that Etheria did, it'd take you a couple to get there. There's no direct path to it. Just for you all to see, it's almost like stepping stones in the void.
Is the wolf one of the 12? No. Okay.
I'm just going to call to the wolf.
It reacts to your call in the way that an animal in the forest would react to sound thrown in its way. It doesn't seem to, sit down and shake its head or anything. It looks kind of lost. Is testing the edges, but isn't quite brave enough to take the leap. But it seems to be stuck. It is adult sized, but is in obviously a spectral sort of form, similar to yourselves. But it does appear to be lost.
This is daft. And I'm going to walk and jump over to the wolf, hopefully. Or I'm going to die.
Amazing. This is daft.
I'm gonna. Bjorn is going to follow.
So, Faiz, the stepping stones to it are one person, so you'd have to jump, move out of the way for Bjorn to follow. So your first stone, athletics check, please.
I'm athletic, it'll be fine.
As all clerics are.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Full of strength. Oh, actually not bad. I've got a +2 on it, so 17.
You leap across, and you kind of steady yourself. It's 2 more leaps to the platform that the wolf is on.
Face, wait before you make the final jump. Try and gauge its reaction to you getting closer.
Are you saying, Bjorn, I should look before I leap?
I think that is what our new friend has been trying to tell me. But
No.
So the fucking Veloce were way smiler.
Belush was a happy boy by comparison.
I miss Sketch.
Wait a minute, but I would have fucking.
That's because Sketch were your mate.
Sketch was my best friend.
From my corner, wasn't he?
In which case, I'll follow Bjorn's advice and I'll jump to the one before the wolf.
Alright, so you do the second one. So that's athletics check.
Okay, roly. 19.
Cool. You successfully leap across.
I'm athletic as
It would
heck.
take you one more leap to get onto the platform. The wolf is at the edge, but kind of backed off. So if you were to leap, there's space to leap to. But the wolf is kind of backed off, like paused, like in front, kind of crouched. Bit of a growl.
Faye, do you have food?
Probably. And I'll search in my bag. And
You do
I have my bag?
everything everything came with you. You are just spectral forms of yourself. So
Okay.
you can throw
In which
spectral
case-
rations at the spectral wolf.
I'm going
Have
to
a
pull
biscuit.
Yeah.
out a very sad-looking dried fig and put it back in the bag, and then pull out. I assume I have jerky as part of like general adventuring
Yep.
kit.
Give me an animal handling check.
Okay, that'll also go well. Where's Rhea? I miss Rhea.
You don't
Just
know.
lobbing the high dates at this wolf.
Yeah.
For handling. Okay.
Like a lammet bag. I wonder if he likes apricots.
14.
14. Bang on. The wolf kind of comes back onto all fours. The growl's gone, just tilts its head, sniffs over, and he's kind of reaching out to you. It's too far for you to feed it.
I'll just toss it in front of it to make it move back a little bit away from the edge of the platform. So like just
Or
behind
it grabs it, moves back, sits, like then crouches down and then just starts chewing on the jerky. Do you leap across?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Athletics check.
Come on, don't screw me over.
Fed the wolf that one. Whee!
16.
16. It's alright. You leap across and the wolf rips your throat out. The wolf comes rushing over to you, like sniffing at your hands and your bag.
I'll give it another little bit of jerky. And,
He eats it.
can I try and pet the wolf, please? I would like to
It
pet the
allows
wolf.
you to pet it. It is fully, or at least currently, friendly towards you.
In which case, I'll just sit on the floor with the wolf until Bjorn works out what he's doing.
You see Faze kind of just having a bit of a, it's the same size as her, having a bit of a scuffle, scritches of the
You are
wolf.
doing quite well yourself, Face. I think you should come back and try and coax it with you.
Ninja wolf.
This is
Yeah.
going to seem like an incredibly stupid question, because you're a wolf. But do you understand people? Language?
Just stares at you, kind of.
Fair enough.
No, we're not playing Is This a Druid again, are we? Like, we've been here.
Who's in my mouth?
All right. Then I'll stand up and jump back onto the first one and then go, come on, puppy.
It waits for you to move.
Yeah, I'll jump to the next one and
So
hope that it follows me.
first athletics check.
I don't want to. I've been getting really lucky so far, and I just don't see
You
this
you
going
jumped
well.
across there like.
Althea's
17.
gonna. Sorry, go on.
17's
17.
fine. So you jump to the first one. So you jump to the second one to give the wolf space.
Yeah, 13.
13.
Yeah,
You got any rerolls?
we have. Okay.
It's up to you. Stick with the 13. I just need to know.
No, 18. I used a reroll. I'm happy to use a reroll to rescue a doggy.
The wolf. You got any rerolls for the wolf?
You do.
Yeah, you do. You're the DM. They're
Yeah,
your
you
I ain't
do.
using my rerolls on your wolf.
Are we going to try and rescue every
We
soul
did
that
Jerry
we
Green's
find?
dog home last time.
Possibly.
So the wolf jumps and shoots straight down.
Oh.
Bjorn, I killed the puppy.
So,
I'm gonna jump down after it.
No, no, no.
believe it. I was going to say, as the wolf is jumping, can I say stuff, or is it gone? Like I appreciate like other people were talking, so I don't want to jump in. I'm going to try and bardic inspire the wolf.
You can't bardic inspire on reaction though, can you?
Yeah, leave it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
If you'd have said before, like you wanted
I
to
didn't want to
inspire,
cut it.
were you
As soon
planning
as
to
you said the
inspire
wolf
it
was
before
jumping.
it jumped? Or?
Yeah, as soon as you said the wolf was jumping, I was good.
All right.
There's not one there.
Yeah, we were all talking.
Yeah.
What's your inspiration?
Like, honestly, leave it.
No, but what is
That's
it? What's the
good.
dice? Is it a D6 or a D8?
D8, I think.
D8 now.
Yeah.
D8 now.
Yeah.
And you could give it a go if you wanted.
Sounds like it needs to roll a 7 or an 8.
it wouldn't have made it on a D6. I'm just saying. It's up to you, mate, if you want to use inspiration dice on that wolf.
Like, honestly, as soon as you said the wolf was jumping, I was like, I'll inspire it.
That's cool.
Rather than
Inspire it. Inspire it. D8, yeah?
Yeah.
Do I roll it or you?
You can roll it. I'll be like, the wolf makes the moves. And,
So the wolf jumps. Here's your wonderful voice. Howls, but because it's howling, misses the first step. Woof! Into the void and the oblivion winds. Did someone say they were
God,
jumping after it?
Bjorn,
Yeah.
I swear to God, right? We have died, and I am not jumping off a
even Beyond
platform
wouldn't
for
do
this.
that. That's dumb.
Things
That's
die,
incredibly
okay?
dumb.
Wolves die. That wolf is already dead. Alright? We need to get home, okay?
Even
We are
Beyond
not
wouldn't do something
jumping
that thick. That is
into the void
incredibly thick.
after a wolf.
I can fly.
You can't.
You
It
can't
doesn't
here.
work
It
here.
doesn't work here.
He said earlier you can't fly here.
Boom.
Yeah. All right. I've got Misty Step and Thunderstep.
Oh,
Yes or no? Do you
I can
jump?
teleport.
Yes or no? Do you jump?
It's your choice. You can go after the wolf if you
I
want.
jump.
Cool. Roll a percentile dice, please.
Oh, for God's sake.
I take everything I said back, Kytrell. I fully think that Bjorn needs to learn a fucking lesson. I'm going home.
100.
Cool. Can you roll for the wolf as well, please?
This could be the final lesson.
I've never rolled 100
Seems
on
like it
a
needs to
percentile
be.
dice. That's really annoying. Every
But
divine intervention
0 and
ever.
0. 69.
Hey.
Nice.
Nice. Auto pass.
Honestly, even on my deathbed, if someone walks in at me and says 69, I'll laugh.
The wolf deserves to live just for that dice roll.
What?
Not only live, it comes back with a sig.
So beyond your maximum hit points are reduced by half,
Oh,
Okay.
and the wolves are reduced by a. Where's that gone? And the wolves are reduced by 7.
Okay.
Cool. And you both, for you, it's just falling. You try and reach out to that misty step, that any magic to make you move through these winds of oblivion. Nothing connects. You don't even. It's like when you try to scream in a high wind and it just takes your breath away and you don't manage to scream. It's the same with your magic. Or movement magic in this particular area. And you and the wolf poof, just land next to Althea, where she was on that rock area. How long does your echo stick around?
Till it dies or I dismiss it.
Alright, cool. Yeah, so the wolf and Bjorn hit hard on the stone next to you, Althea.
I want to grip Bjorn by the cuffs of his jacket and just pull him up to my eye level from the floor. And just we can't save everything. We died to follow you here. And I know what Kytrell said about looking back isn't necessarily helpful in this situation right now, but you need to think, Bjorn. You can't jump off not knowing where you're going to land. Thankfully, you landed here, but that could have been it. and we would have died for nothing because you jumped off a rock after a wolf. It's a wolf. It's a
I'm
wolf.
curious
Like,
as to why you tried to coax the wolf over in the first place. Think beyond the first step, surely. The wolf jumping back over here, now it simply has to either progress with us or it's going to be stuck here exactly as it was.
The
it's
wolf,
another thing to worry about.
the wolf gets up, kind of shakes itself off, walks a little bit wobbly, and then walks over to Fizz, starts sniffing at her hand and her pouch again.
Yeah, I continue giving the wolf scritches. Like,
another
There's
thing-
a bit
The
of a
wolf was foolish enough to jump. I'm not shocked that you think it's something relevant to you.
It's another thing that we're attached to now. We followed you here because we're attached to you and we don't want you to die. And now we're attached to this wolf and you're going to jump off cliffs after it. Like, I wouldn't have jumped off that after you because of it's just made me angry. It's not fair, Bjorn, because FaZe would have jumped off that after you. You need to think.
actually, I was never going to jump off that after Bjorn. Really, at this point, it would be on his own head.
Why were you coaxing the wolf back over here?
I like dogs more than I like people.
So you're in a place between life and death, and you thought, I like dogs, I'm going to try and coax it to jump over a gap for no reason.
I like the dog more than I like you right now.
The reality is we're going to face a lot of things that are going to come in our way like this. If we find another wolf that's even further away, are we going to try and save that? Are we going to try and save everything that we come across? We're here to save ourselves. Like, it's very real that we could die here or stay here forever or turn to stone. We need to actually prioritize now because it's getting very silly. It's a wolf. Like, if we'd have walked past a wolf in the forest, would we go over and coax it and waste time?
Honestly, possibly.
Do you want my honest answer to that question?
No, I don't, because it's going to be ridiculous. We need to keep moving. I don't want to die. And at this point, I only care about me living, because you clearly don't care about me living, because you're putting yourself in situations that's going to put the rest of us at risk. Just think.
I am sorry, Althea. I will. I was thinking.
Going to take a big deep breath and just march on.
If you feel the wolf is relevant to you, figure out what to do with it beyond the first step. Why is
I
it
will.
here? What's it trying to do? What can you do for it?
There's a wolf that couldn't even jump over without being coaxed. It's an animal. Like, it had to have food as a motivation to jump over a rock, which, you know, it didn't manage to do in the first place. If we weren't here, would it have tried and then just died? Like, I just don't get it. I don't get the priority.
Actually, there isn't one. So, where are we going next? The wolf will follow, or it won't. So, where to
If
next?
the wolf is relevant to you, then perhaps you need to do something with it, not just simply coax it around, slowly killing it. Don't think it's some sort of easy, we just have it follow around. If it's lost, how does it get found? If it's wanting something, what is it wanting?
It's not relevant to me. Etoria's too hot for creatures with fur like that. So, Bjorn, is it relevant to you? Do you think, is there wolves in your life? Is it a symbol of something? Is it a symbol of your deity, of your homeland?
There are many wolves in Bakuni. I will see. I'm gonna sit down next to the wolf, pull out a load of jerky from my pack, and try and bond with it.
Animal handling check with advantage because FaZe has already done
Okay.
the heavy lifting.
Althea's going to smack her head off the nearest ball.
That's a good one.
For the record, I don't think Althea should do that. That's dead people, it's gross.
Nat 20 for 20.
Yeah. Really, really well. just as happy to be eating your free food as it was FaZe's, and it kind of like does that weird circle thing that dogs do between two people. This massive wolf. knowing that there's 2 food sources now. But doesn't seem
Is
to do anything out the ordinary.
Does it seem lost?
Not anymore.
Trained?
Seems trained.
Trained to respond to the commands of a humanoid.
Trained.
Okay.
Ferry is going to nod to the puppy and then go north and look at the next island.
To go to the next island, you would need to leap.
Yeah, she just wants to look at it first and see what's over there, if anything.
Straight north of you is the next larger chunk. There is a small rope bridge that leads to smaller bits. 5, 10,
Yep.
15, 20, 25, 30. And you can see pretty much up to, if you're looking at the map now, here.
Yep.
The rest of it is kind of in, but you can see shapes on this bit moving around and further up. But the clarity is the 3 or 4 stones in front of you, a couple of rope bridges. There's going to be a couple of leaps needed.
Yeah, I don't know if it makes any difference at all, but I have dark vision to 120 feet.
Can't see through that 80 feet of wind and void.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to look over my shoulders and just say to us, we need to move.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to jump.
So, first jump. It's a straight 1 jump across. Who's first?
19 plus 2, I think. 21.
You leap across, land on the other side. Who's following?
That's a 20 unnatural.
You leap across, land on the other side.
Should we use ropes? Should we help?
I'll start unraveling a rope from my pack and throw it to the other side for anyone that wants to catch it if people don't feel confident jumping.
If you hold the rope during your jump, you have advantage. If you don't, it's a straight roll.
I'm going to brace myself as well to ready
Right,
to
yeah, just let
weight.
just let go of the rope.
Yeah, just bounce off.
Yeah, good luck with that, dickhead.
I'll jump, but I'll hold on to the rope that Alfie has dropped because I've been very lucky
Don't worry
so
about the
far.
map, Martin. Don't worry about the map. So you leap across. Fairs, are you holding the map? Holding the rope?
Yes, yeah.
So advantage.
18 with advantage.
You leap across.
Otherwise, it would have been 4.
Beyond, rope or not. I will say, only in the winds, like the voidness around, you felt your disconnect to the transport magic. You feel confident that in this scenario, if you just misty stepped across, it'd work. It's only in the gaps between that you felt restricted.
Okay. I'm going to take out my rope, tie one end of it around the wolf.
Like a backpack.
Right.
No, one end. I'm going to unravel it. And then I'm going to hold that in one hand and grab onto the ropes that they've thrown across with the other and try and get across.
Cool. Leap advantagio.
Acrobatics.
Athletics.
Just athletics. Okay. So it's going to be a 16.
16, you leap across.
Okay. And then try and coax the wolf over.
Yeah, flies across. Like a gazelle. Sex in the City, you jumping across?
Yeah, was it with advantage? Yeah?
If you use the rope, yeah. If you choose not to use the rope, then it's a flat roll.
Use the rope.
You choose to not have advantage on your roll.
I want a higher DC and no advantage.
15.
I'm going to do it with my eyes shut on one leg.
Athletics, yeah.
15 plus. 15 plus.
You're a
0.
bard. Yeah.
That was it. Plus 9. Fucking hell. He's actually rerolled. Like, just...
Like some of it's because I've got like proficiency type
Yeah.
stuff, I guess. So I thought it's worth looking.
Cool, yeah, you leap across. You are all now on the next stone. The floating stone in the void. There is a... Go on.
The Despair's got stats as well, actually.
Does it fly? Not fly.
Levitate.
Yeah.
I don't know
Just
actually.
walks off.
I know it's got stats.
Oh, my echo can make a roll using my stats.
So you just point and tell your echo to be over there.
That's true, actually. It can
I'm going to
move.
say, does it actually... You don't walk, does it? Don't you just...
If it has to make any checks, it uses my stats. So it can, but also I can just summon it as a bonus action.
What is even that?
It rolled a 26. All right.
Honestly, the stupidest thing Mercer's ever released.
It is immune to all conditions. Like, it's amazing.
It's fucking just...
No, it doesn't fly. But I got a.
Wait, it can't fly. I just meant the levitate bit for advantage or not.
Oh,
but-
it doesn't levitate. No, it's fast, but it's not. It's not.
Cool. Are you having it leap across with you?
Yeah, like it
Is it? Will it grab a rope if you tell it to?
like I control it. I got the 16, and it's +1 on the strength, so
That's
17.
alright. That's alright. Yep.
Yeah.
It gets across. You see this crying, despairing shadow. Just leap across there.
I love the idea of you trying to tie a rope around its waist while it's like.
Is it like sadness?
Yeah.
Is it sadness from inside out?
It is now. On this particular floating rock, there is a small rope bridge, maybe 5 to 8 feet across. Again, the pillared arms that are, but this one seems, even though it's only, like I say, just short of 10 feet across, it don't look as sturdy as the original one you came across.
I'm going to waiting for the others. I'm going to do a perimeter of this island and look out at the nearest ones and see
Give
if
me
I
a
can see out.
perception check.
13 plus, I think it's 0, 13.
At this particular, the few more of the floating rocks ahead of you, you see upon one of them a almost like static energy in the air.
Glad it wasn't another cute furry animal, because we'd have been doomed.
I'm going to point it out to who followed me where it fares. I was
It was me.
Althea first on it. I'm going to point it out. There's something over there.
Oh. Wonderful. I assume we just go get closer to it. How do we get... Oh. That rope bridge doesn't look very stable.
Which one is that on? Sorry, DM?
Which one? What? Yeah, the bridge right in front of
The
you. Yeah,
staticky
yeah.
stuff.
Oh, the staticky stuff
there.
is up there where the red circle just pinged.
Oh,
up.
so it's a few ahead yet.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's a static charge in the air.
Yeah. No, this one doesn't look as sturdy.
Right, zip wire. Come on.
You hold the rope if I jump?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm the one jumping. I'm a sorcerer, but let's go.
What are you doing? Are you?
Well,
I mean, you could try and walk across it and I'll
Yeah.
hold the rope. And we'll just see if you can get across.
yeah, I'll walk the rope bridge, but with tied up and braced, just in case.
You walk across it and there's no issue.
Cool. Do I feel it move, shift?
Oh, it definitely creaks beneath your feet, very much like you'd expect a rope bridge in the back home world.
Yeah.
But in the material realm. But it does creak and twist and sway.
Yeah.
But it supports you.
Felt it shift, but seems okay.
I'm going to look at like my heavy armor and suggest that everyone goes first before I try.
Yeah, I don't think I can brace myself well enough to.
Yeah, the bridge might, if the lighter people get across, then we can deal with the rest of us.
Can you do anything to repair it?
How does it look broken, AD? Is it like
It
the wood
it's-
with the like?
Yeah, it just looks like a very well used old rope bridge. Like the other one looked like all the ropes were tied, all the crisscrossing of the bindings, the wood wasn't as damp or cracked. This one looks just older and in less weight would definitely hinder this the crossing of the bridge. you're not sure if single file will help, or someone in heavy armor would be too much, or 2 people, or 10 people. But it doesn't. Definitely looks like it's at the end of its days. Less of a repair and more of a replacement would be needed.
So the lighter of us go across, and then I'll try and maybe jump most of the way and hop over.
If the bridge did fall, the gap is sufficient enough for you to give it a go.
When it comes to me, well, Althea, you go first.
I think it's better if I don't, because I'm
Oh,
gonna be the
I meant-
heaviest.
Actually, I doubt you are.
She's an
That's true.
800-pound Terminator.
You're made of stone.
Yeah.
Then maybe Bjorn and Kytrell should go first before us, just to give them
Smart.
more of a chance.
I
I'll go
wouldn't
across.
suggest jumping straight onto the bridge.
I'm hoping to jump onto the stone next to the bridge, or well, just beyond the bridge. What's probably going to happen is I'm going to hit the bridge and almost die, and I'm hoping Althea's going to catch me.
Aetheria's already across, are they not?
Yeah,
Yeah. Just with
Etheria is
rope.
much lighter than me.
And so is Bjorn now.
Etheria is thick.
With 2 C's.
I'll walk across
So it's
with
beyond.
my despair.
Oh, that's harsh. So you've all crossed? Except Fizz.
And
Althea.
me. And I don't think Bjorn's crossed yet.
Beyond's across.
Bjorn has to
You're
go.
already-
Alright.
Taking the wolf with me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Give me an animal handling check as the wolf gets to the rickety bridge. And he's a little bit nervous after the last time one of you coaxed it across one of these stones.
I don't really blame it.
I mean, it's a
animal,
wolf, but it ain't daft.
animal handling, 19.
Kind of
Ain't
shakes
that
it.
who jumped in the first place?
Yeah, but it's learning from its mistakes. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. And follows. It'll follow beyond.
That's the connection, right?
It's not, but it just worked out really well.
How do you want to do this?
That phrase never goes well. Do you want to throw the rope across to Etheria, Bjorn, and Kotrell and ask them to hold the end of it? So if
I've
you
already
fall,
got-
they can catch you.
I've already got one end.
Okay, then you can toss it back to me. I'll hold on to it and hope for the best when I jump. And I'll try and jump across the bridge.
Althea, you're strong. Why don't you toss Fairs across?
No one tosses
I'm
it.
It's not that I couldn't, Etheria. It's that I don't think it's the wisest move in this particular situation. But I could. If
I have no doubt,
if
but I don't want to be tossed.
Beyond shouts over. So come my sister.
Leave your sister out of this.
Even in a place like this, I'm sure you can both find strength enough to jump. And I'll bardic inspire you both with those very inspiring words.
I feel inspired. I do.
Remember
Yes.
when the dancing monkey spun a demonic blossom tail of glory? You get this
Well-
knobhead. Oh, jump.
Etheria remembers.
We
Oh,
could
yeah, fair
go
enough.
if we went at like a running jump and sort of went halfway across the bridge and then jumped, we'd have more of a chance.
You're going to use the rickety bridge as your springboard.
This is a
I'm
terrible
looking
idea.
for ideas.
Just go for it, Althea. If that's what you want to do, go for it. If not, I'll just jump at the end and I'll either live or die. It'll be fine.
Listen here,
Just-
Bjorn.
just
You
go.
need to start thinking, all right? You need to start thinking because
I
I've come
am
here
thinking.
and I'm not
I've
going to
been
die for you,
thinking
Bjorn.
for
I'm not
ages.
going to die for you.
Bjorn,
Althea.
Right?
hang on. Bjorn is going to walk back
But what
over
I'm
the
going to
bridge.
do,
No!
Bjorn is going to walk back over the bridge,
Why?
walk up to the heavier one of the two, because they're
brother.
made of
Who's that?
stone.
Who's that,
Because
Bjorn?
they're made of stone.
Oh, wow. That's you, Fizz. That's you. That's it. Good luck tonight, Rich.
This is not probably a question I want answered, but do you trust me?
Yes.
Take my hand.
Althea jumps
Okay.
off.
Althea's like, heck no.
Swan dives off the edge of the thing.
I'll take your hand.
Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts.
Althea?
I do not trust you, Bjorn.
Oh no, I was going to ask if you could move perhaps 10 feet away from me.
Of course.
No, let Althea jump across first before you do anything.
Let
for
him
it.
let him do his thing.
No, go for it.
No, you go
Althea,
first, because if
you
it breaks
go
the
first.
bridge,
I do not want to break the bridge.
go slowly and carefully across and hope that Etheria and Cottrell can catch you.
Okay, I'm
I'm
gonna.
3'2".
I know, they're not.
It's
They
got a big
aren't-
personality.
This is the thing. If they have the end of the rope that is attached to me, they're not going to be able to pull me up between them. Like,
My strength might be in the negatives.
Just so you know, I'm not even going to try.
yeah, exactly.
And she'd be like,
Definitely taking Ethereum belt with her.
or whatever you think is best. Really.
Bjorn, what are you doing?
I will move 10 feet away from the bridge then with Phase, and 10 feet away from Althea, and I will cast Thunderstep and take Phase across.
Can you read that spell, please?
Yeah.
Destroys floating islands.
I do.
You teleport yourself to an unoccupied space you can see within range. Immediately after you disappear, a thunderous boom sounds, and each creature within 10 feet of the space you left must make a con save, taking 3d10 thunder damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. The thunder can be heard from up to 300 feet away.
That's all I needed.
Everyone knows we're here.
Can you also give me a Constitution saving throw for the petrified stone beneath your feet?
Yeah? What's the any plus?
Your Constitution. Oh yeah.
My Constitution.
So what was your D20 roll?
Oh, my d20 roll was 16. My DC is 16.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I just needed the first bit. Oh, actually, that's not bad. That stone, like, cracks, like broken glass, ice, all the way through it. You've got about 24 seconds, Althea, to get off it.
I'm just gonna run across the bridge.
You
Now that there's
lucky I
no one
rolled a
else.
4.
Least amount of seconds there. Could have gone 30.
Yeah, very specific
Because
amount of
it's-
seconds.
Very specific.
Because it's 4 rounds. All right. And
No
if
judgment.
Bjorn had rolled low, she'd have had a lot less.
I'm just gonna run and imagine the bridge like breaking, like the other side of
I
my
mean, it's
feet
full
as I
on.
run across it. Like,
It's like, you know that bit where in
Indiana
The Hobbit where
Jones.
Legolas runs on 5 bricks in midair?
yeah.
Imagine if it was Russell Crowe in Gladiator doing it.
I'm hoping that I'm going quick enough that it's just gonna like.
So Bjorn and Fizz, and you appear on the other side. Althea, you look down. Ah, shit.
gonna shout "fuck you, Bjorn."
And you run across, and you are all across the rope bridge. Suffice to say, 24 seconds later, knobhead, that floating stone is no longer there.
On to the next one then.
Althea's like,
Right?
The static energy in the air, Etheria, that you saw has enlarged.
Oh dear.
enlarged.
It
Enlarged.
has embiggened.
It's
It's
a,
embiggened itself.
It's biggered.
Don't just make words up.
It's
Can you-
embiggered.
It's
That
mahoosified
is low
itself.
intelligence.
Can you all see that?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch it. I know, I also make some weird choices, but I'm not going to
You're
touch
not going
that.
to try and coax it over with some rations. That's quite.
Doesn't look as friendly, Althea, honestly.
Can we does it look
Enlarged,
like-
simple past tense and past participle of enlarged.
No, enlarging's fine. It was just, it made me think of embiggened, and then I started laughing.
Is there another way we could go that doesn't mean that we'd go on the island?
You
Could
can
we
jump
go
off.
west?
I mean,
or
for
north,
example,
or
could we
north?
go? Could we get there, and then there instead?
Some big gaps.
The gaps to the left are too long for you to jump.
Okay.
To the north, you could make it onto one or two of them, but then again, it gets really fucking big how far across that is. If you try and get to here, where the 4 statues sit on a very large floating rock.
Mm-hmm.
It would be very difficult to get there. Trying to figure out how you would see this.
I think we're gonna have to go through it. I think we should be prepared.
There is a spectral bridge. Visually looks like the rope bridges you are crossing, or crossed, sorry. On the north side of that floating island that's got those 4 large statues built upon them.
Mm-hmm.
But from where you are, you'd have to pass to the right, and then up, and then across the bridge. It is like this place is a path to your soul essence.
Well, if the path leads us towards this crackling energy, then maybe we're meant to encounter it. I don't know.
Lovely.
Is it still getting bigger? Like, is it sort of growing, or did it just get bigger that one time?
With each pulse, it kind of gets warm, but it's a slow pulse.
Okay.
Gonna cast Mage Armor on myself at 3rd level. Fully built up armor. Everything.
Do you think it would be worth me throwing? Can throw a javelin at it, see how it reacts. I don't know if it could be sentient. It could literally just be a ball of, I don't know, energy. What do we
Try
think?
it.
I'm gonna get just flick a javelin off my back and throw it at the crackling light.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
With a javelin. Yep. That would be a 26.
Cool. The large floating body of petrified souls that's making up that floating rock across the next bridge ahead of you. There is a almost strange looking altar to the north side of it. A wall of smoke kind of just rises up around the perimeter of it, blocking the way the bridge would be, and leaping across. If you, not that you'd be able to leap that gap, but if you were to approach it, and it kind of encompasses that area. In front of it, spanning the rope bridge, the floating rocks to the top, the one you're on, kind of all in around the area, the static charge as your javelin hits it and just disappears. So mark that down, missing a javelin. Disappears through it. It kind of reacts, and the blue and purple energy that is causing that static effect grows, and smoke and mist and the winds pick up all around this area. You can't hear each other speaking, and what manifests is a gargantuan serpent of screaming souls in its scales, lightning crackling all around it. Every now and then you see a face try to push out from the scales, moving up, right up to its head, where you see all this lightning crackling around. It kind of spins and spits. Give me a Arcana check, Bjorn.
Okay. Fine. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. One of the souls of the triplets in myth and tale was known as the serpent. And this thing is massive. Stares at you lot. Eyes glowing blue, then purple, then green, and kind of mixing in like broken glass and liquid has poured into the eyes. Stares down at you all. You notice immediately that this creature is flying, and the winds of oblivion do not affect it. And in its appearance, can you all give me a wisdom saving throw, please, due to its frightening presence?
19.
19,
13.
13.
So I've still got the inspiration you gave me the other week, so I'm going to use that. So
Might
now
make a
the
roll
odds.
on that. Fuck.
Wait,
20.
Eddie inspired us both for the jump, but we didn't use it. Do I still have that?
Lasts for 10 minutes, I think, does it?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to use that.
Beyond?
16, 19.
So that makes mine a 17.
And the wolf. None of you are frightened.
I've rolled it. Hang on. I'm trying to find Mark. Is it wisdom?
The wisdom, yeah. Saving throw.
3.
3?
Yeah.
Alright, so
What do you have as a plus? Plus 2? Plus 1?
none of you are frightened, except the angry little knobhead. You are currently frightened of this creature. And before we roll initiative and start battling this gargantuan soul serpent, blocking the way to what appears to be a closed off area of Stonheim, I'm going to call it there. Because it's 10 at midnight and I want to go to bed. Boom! I mean, the airy music and man, you were knobhead, Ed. Bring back sketch. Cool. Well, that's it. That's it for tonight, folks. That's the end of the session. We're still in Stonheim. We're still looking for their soul essences to put them back together. Currently, they're all dead. Currently, the wings are unguarded in a temple with a priest who's quite friendly with Katova. I tell you what, you can't write this shit. So yes, thank you very much for tuning in, the bits and the cheers and all the good stuff and the subs and the hype train and all that beautiful stuff. I didn't get to use my free rerolls, so I'll use them next week instead.
They don't roll over.
They don't roll over.
I think you find yours don't roll over. It doesn't say anything about mine.
Shit.
Doesn't say anything about
it
mine. Nothing. Not a thing.
I'll make sure to change that command.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Take care of yourselves, and what are we on? Oh, fuck me, jeez. And we're back tomorrow with Fables Among Titans, our Tuesday campaign, session 70 Summit. Not played it for months, so looking forward to that. There's a good chance the dragon's about to kick off that don't exist in Colossus. But yeah, so tune in and have a blast of that. All this will be on YouTube. Oh, I didn't do the YouTube and the Spotify. You can go check out all that stuff. We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
It's all in the link tree.
There you go. Just follow the trees. And yeah, thanks. It's good. And we'll have a Roll20 battle map ready for you lot to be smashing stuff next week. And hopefully with our druid friend, if she passes her dash rolls. Anyway, so yeah. So thank you very much. And for now, say good night, players.
Bye,
Good
players.
night, players.
Bye bye.